Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching today. My name is Joe Shepherd. I am one of the co-hosts today on episode 3 of our 5-part mini-series brought to you by Whitewalkers Chat and Crack, the Ulster Rugby Roundup show called the Six Nations Sofa Sessions, and we ain't talking about Neil Keegan or Chris Brownfield's OnlyFans group. As you know, this is one of those things where one of those shows where we do a bit of a preview and then we watch along on every watches along in their own location, and then we do a halftime debrief. Second half we all watch and then we do a bit of a roundup. Joining me today is my co-host from Wales, the absolutely crazy balmy Chris Brownfield. Chris, how are you?
I'm very well, Joe. I'll tell you, we're so looking forward to this one. We've got some great guests on. We've got some extra video clips in, and for a build-up of the game, I am so excited for this one. It's going to be huge.
Excellent, good man. Joining us also today, representing Ireland once more, the fans' favourite, I'm told. With messages galore saying, "No, that guy's back on again." It always speaks, excuse me, words of wisdom and everything. Representing our Irish perspective is Conor Broomfield, founder of the Four Provinces Rugby Group. Con, how are you?
I'm very good, thanks, and pleasure to be back with you as always. This match, England versus Ireland, it's always one to get the heart racing, irrespective of form. Like it's one we always get excited about. Really looking forward to a good game.
Good, welcome. And finally, welcome him back. It seems like an age, a couple of years since we were back on together, from DevSport UK and the founder of 365 Sport and Days, amongst many other things, acclaimed award-winning writer. Her thoughts. She's a Sarries fan. We got past that. We got past that a long time ago because we do have some mutual thoughts on some of the plays and setups. Debbie Knight. Debs, welcome back to the show. Great to see you, Mrs.
Thank you for having me back.
Cool. So, ladies and gents, as you know, the way this works, I've just explained all of that. So we're coming on the back of England losing to Scotland last week, which was a bit of a shock to everybody. Seems to become one of those Calcutta Cup things nowadays. So how will England bounce back? I certainly didn't see that coming, but fair play to Scotland. They took the game to them, and we'll cover that shortly. And Ireland, still injury hit, still in transition. And Andy Farrell has gone for a tried and tested pack, especially a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that he likes, with Burn back at 6. And the only sort of change, I suppose, with the front row would be Jeremy Loughman still in at loose head. And I know that Con will have some thoughts on that. So there we go. Right, let's give us a quick 45-second burst of emotional thoughts. Debbie, start us off. Where do you think things are going to go today?
I think home advantage is going to be all today. England will be hurting from that last week. I wasn't surprised by the result, to be honest with you, because that's a very hard place to go and play rugby. I think England by 7 today.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. Conor Broomfield.
Yeah, I think it'll be won and lost up front, and I look at every line of the English pack: front row, second row, back row, and to me, England have an edge there. We're playing with 3 guys there who are past their best and won't be getting back to their best. That's Furlong, Byrne, and Van der Fleer. You've McCarthy and Sheehan, who should be hitting their peak years, and they're desperately out of form. You've James Ryan, that's never really delivered on his full potential, but he's doing okay. And then you've Jeremy Loughman. I don't know what to say about him. So Caelan Doris is carrying a lot of weight there, and he can't carry enough to overcome the difference up front. So England by 10 for me.
Wow, interesting. Yeah, a quick one on Jeremy. Who else would you have put in at loosehead? Or we don't really have him, do we?
Well, we've our top 2, Andrew Porter and Paddy McCarthy. Our top 3 looseheads, and that was the pecking order: Porter, McCarthy, and Boyle. They all get long-term injuries within weeks of each other, which is uncanny. So we're left with Millen and Loughman, and Loughman gets the nod because apparently his scrummaging is a little bit stronger than Millen's. Personally, I don't think either of them scrummaged, so I probably would have gone with Tom O'Toole. Yep. If We're not going to be any worse than catastrophic. If we can't get any worse at the scrum, we might as well get a guy in that can bloody tackle and carry, and hope we don't have many scrums. But we're in an unusual predicament. It's just a lot of bad luck there to cause the situation.
And probably better that we haven't peaked a year out from the Rugby World Cup, which traditionally you could argue that we have done 18 months out, really. And I think Andy is probably just going to go for the steady approach, get through the Six Nations, do as well as we can, and get the injuries back. And then I think we would all say that we would be expecting to see wholesale changes come July and November for the Rugby Nations Championship. I'm not sure that's going to be the case, Con.
No, we Irish rugby doesn't do wholesale changes. No. We haven't in my lifetime anyway. It's slow considered change. The Six Nations is so important in terms of money. There's a directive towards the coach to go out and try and win every point possible, because the difference in prize money between second, third, fourth, etc. is huge. So look at our results. We've done consistently well in the Six Nations. 24 out of 26 tournaments, we finished in the top half of the table. The other two tournaments, namely 2008 and 2013, when we finished in the bottom half, the coach promptly got sacked soon afterwards. So I think that spells clear how important the tournament is. We will see change, and I think we are seeing slow change, but we're just in a stage now where older guys are edging towards retirement, and the next generation aren't quite there yet. But I think we'll see change between now and between summer and the World Cup. Yeah, for sure.
Chris, quite quickly, mate. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, pretty quickly. I found a leak up my ass from Paddy Stewart, so I'm not sure what happened there. But anyway, Stewart from last week, he did shove that up my ass. But anyway, going on. That's because Wales obviously lost. What went wrong? Well, apart from the leak, I actually think Scotland last weekend against England, they played the Rugby World Cup final, as they do every time the Calcutta Cup comes. It's the one game they set out to win. The rest of it may as well not exist. But as for the emotional edge, I think today, both sides will be absolutely pumped for this. Obviously, the English crowd, Sweet Harriet, will be blaring out across the Allianz Stadium, Twickenham. They're going to be challenged with the Phillies of Athenry. No question, it's going to be a real football contest in the stands. The anthems are going to get really people pumped up. And I've got a funny feeling England might just sneak it. It is so tight. It's not going to be more than 7 points today, either side.
Okay, good. Welcome to everybody who's watching the show from across the globe. Gregor Galway shows up as Facebook using the studio, but I know it's Gregor. Congrats on the Reading show. You're very kind, mate. And there we go. Is if his eyes don't deceive Gregor, Chris, you lost the bet. So hence the proverbial leap up the backside. Again, taken from episode 463 of his OnlyFans weekly session, I believe. Who have we got? Hola from Madrid. We've got the great Ian Gilbert is there watching with us today. Ian, hope that you are well there. Stuart Weir. Stuart, good afternoon to you. I hope you're well, mate. It's been a long time. Thanks for watching into the show. And Gerald Williams and Jer, I hope you're well. He's currently watching the Wolfhounds and Clover ladies in action at present. Okay, Christopher, across to you, mate.
Thank you, everybody, and welcome to all of you around the world that's watching with us on this fine episode. So going across to a pre-record we done on Thursday evening with a fine Cornish gentleman, a firefighter, a lovely chat, English fan, and his name is Mark Richmond. And let's just have a look at what Mark had to say on Thursday evening.
Good evening, Mark. Thanks for joining us. How are you, my friend?
Very good, very good. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, fabulous, Mark. Listen, it has been a great Six Nations so far. How are you feeling about it?
I don't know. Nervous. I think France are looking just phenomenal, but who knows? Everyone has their day.
Yep, absolutely. So, Mark, obviously, huge, big England fan. Really, really pleased to have you on the show this evening. We've got our 5 questions for you. Okay, not sure if you've read through them, not sure if you've given any thought, not sure if you've looked at team selection yet. But Mark, tell us, what's your thoughts on England so far? Are you pleased with the performances, looking over the last couple of games, or a bit disappointed?
It's mixed feelings, really. I thought, after the first game, we played really, really well. I mean, it's difficult to say when you're up against Scotland and that, because they treat the game completely differently. I think England are a far better rugby side than Scotland, but Scotland came out fighting and what have you. But apart from that performance, I'm hoping we're going to put up a really good performance this week against Ireland. But I think that was just out of the blue. I think it's, I just write the England-Scotland game off as a battle and look at the other matches.
And do you think England gave their best performance against Wales, or you sort of think there's a few points out there?
Again, it's a progressing team. I think, it's very difficult because Wales aren't on top form, so they're always going to make teams look better than they are, possibly because they're not where they were 5-10 years ago. They've again lost most of their squad and they're rebuilding. But I think the signs are positive. I think Steve Borthwick's doing some really good stuff.
He 100% is. So in terms of the contest this Saturday, who do you think is England's strongest player? Who do you think is going to be laying the mark down for England in both attack and defence? What's your thoughts?
Attack, I would like to say Ollie Lawrence. I think if Ollie Lawrence is getting given the ball a lot and moving it around, I think he's a very dangerous player. So that's my
earlier on we were talking about earlier we were talking about the influence of Henry Pollock. You're excited for Pollock?
I think he will come on. He's a cheeky chap. I think he's dangerous. I think with everybody else, he's going to have a great game. He's going to come out to prove that he should be in that side and entertain at the same time.
Oh, I mean, he wants to do, doesn't he? He has just got that, like you say, you call him a cheeky chappy. He has got energy to burn, hasn't he? He's just pumped. And I actually think he's a breath of fresh air. He hasn't got, some people really, really don't like him, but I think it's exactly what the squad needs to bring a bit of energy about.
Oh, definitely. 100% agree with you there. I mean, Henry Pollock is, he's got sort of characteristics of Joe Marler and stuff like that, where he's doing things to wind the opposition up, to get them riled, to get them to do something, to maybe prove the point and pull him out of position to take him on, which will leave spaces elsewhere. I think it's very, very clever what he does.
Yeah, he is an inspirational player. And have you got any concerns in the Ireland 15? Anything you're sort of thinking could cause you guys trouble?
I always like James Lowe. I think James Lowe is a very dangerous player. You get him and what's he called?
Gibson Park, the scrum half.
Gibson Park linking up together.
Yeah.
Those two together. I mean, when they come to retirement and that's going to be a massive hole for Ireland to fill. They're struggling as it is, that they've lost some really, really big players in the last 2 to 3 years.
They have to pace the burden between them, haven't they?
Yeah, no, that's it. But my wife and myself, we both sit there and we think they're just two phenomenal players. Always going to cause you danger, And he like Pollock, he just laughs at you. He's got this cheeky smile. He does something and he just gets up laughing, and just plays the next ball.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a massive, massive centre battle. Lawrence, Stu McCluskey in the centre. Stu's obviously a big Ulster boy, Bangor boy, the same as myself. Someone I really look out for. Massive, massive talent. And in terms of the match day prediction, what are you thinking? England win, England lose, England draw? What are you calling it as?
I do believe it will be an England win. I don't think it's going to be a massive win like Wales. I predict something along the lines of 25-15. Thereabouts. It's going to be within a try. Ireland still aren't a pushover, and again, if we don't get the rub of the green and we don't pull the stops out, that will make it closer again. If we're playing phenomenally well, then I can stretch it. and maybe say we'll put 15, 20 points on you.
Oh, there are. Awesome. So, I mean, that's a big call. It's going to be really interesting to see how the 80 minutes or 85, 90, 92, whatever the rest blows on. But I tell you what, it's going to be an absolute humdinger. Really, really is. So, I tell you what, it's one of those really hard to call. I've got England by 4. Is where I'm with it, but who knows. But anyway, I'm going to say, Mark, thank you for the time this evening. We'll catch up in the green room, and in the meantime, folks, back to the studio. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Mark.
Thank you.
There we go.
Fantastic. So, Debbie, what's your thoughts on Mark's commentary there? Any observations?
Henry Pollock, I absolutely love him. I think he's fabulous. I can't understand why he's playing at 8 when Ben Earl was England's player of the match last week. I mean, neither of them were an 8, but I think Ben is. I mean, I'm funny. I'm watching. They're playing Pollock on the TV now. I can't understand why people love to hate the boy, because he is a boy. I'd rather see him on the flank rather than at 8. But yeah, Ollie Lawrence is a fabulous player. I mean, I hadn't really quite realised what the split on the bench was for Ireland. It's so very completely different between the two teams. That's really interesting, actually, that they've gone for 4 backs. We've only gone for 2. So if you had a disaster like we had last week, who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? And on the next little thing, I just want to introduce an amazing guy, McAvoy. James McAvoy is one of the coaching team at Newbury Rugby Club. James is also involved in the Bath Professional Development Group. As a mini and under 7s, he's also a PE teacher in Newbury in Berkshire. So let's go over and link over to James, and let's have he's currently in Italy watching the Olympics. So let's have a quick chat with James and see what he says.
Hey Chris, firstly thank you for having me on, being able to pre-record this for some of the questions. So I'm super excited for the game. So England so far for me, obviously it's been a bit a mixed bag. Wales wasn't really the testing kind of ground that was needed before going up to a kind of Calcutta Cup game. And obviously we've been on a really successful run recently. The confidence in that team would have been through the roof going up there. You don't want to play against a Scotland team that have just underperformed over in Italy. But that's all cliches to say, right? I think we didn't manage the backfield and the back 3 well enough against them. It's clearly like a big talking point from that game. And then like the part that had been so successful for us, which I actually think will have success around with Ireland around the set piece, just wasn't quite the platform that was needed. So I still think, there's been some chat about it. I still think George Ford is the man for the job, probably into the World Cup, if I'm honest, and then look to evaluate things from there. And for this weekend, glad to see that as much as I don't think Marcus Smith is England's answer, with the 6-2 split, I prefer him being on the bench to Finn Smith and the combinations that are happening there. In terms of standout performances so far, I don't think you can look much behind, more past Ollie Chesham. I think he's been absolutely fantastic. Work rate, line-out drills, a ball carrier, the back row's changed in its dynamics for this weekend. It was quite poacher heavy, jackal tackle, reps heavy. Do Underhill and Pepper get through the workload necessarily around the park? Maybe not. We know Earl always puts a good performance in when he gets an England shirt on. Marrow is up and down sometimes in his carries, so I think, Pollock has been part of that POM squad sort of thing with his energy. But he'll certainly get his hands on the ball. When it's been Saints versus Leinster, he had a standout performance. And that's what got him on the Lions tour, I think, was that Saints versus Leinster game, and similar to Finn Smith over Prendergast, to give him the nod for that tour. So I think they'll have a lot of faith in Pollock and help him with that back row this week. This weekend, obviously, I'm a big fan of the Bath centre partnership, like Ajomo and Lawrence. I know Ajomo is obviously not in the 23, but I think that's going to be something that we look at in the future. I think Dingle's like doing very well to do very simple things. Like against Wales, it was obvious like we could just play like 2 pass and we could just get it away. Freeman, Arundel, Roebuck, like we were just dangerous out on edges. So he's doing a good job like linking up. Defensively, he's pretty solid in that channel just to support like Ford. I prefer Freeman being on the wing, so I think having Lawrence in at the 13 and Freeman on his edge is probably the better way of us playing that. So yeah, pleased to see that backline is there. You know, Arundel is obviously doing some special things in training. He's got a bit of X factor. People are talking about his like aerial skills and things like that just after Scotland, but got to remember there was a game earlier on this season, Bath versus Saracens, and everyone was talking about Calori, and he'd just come off devastating against Sale, and it was all like, look, he's going to go and beat Arundel, and Arundel was praised for just winning the space, and he never let Calori get anywhere. So, you know, like Roebuck, Arundel, obviously Feobosa would be there if he's there, right? It would be him and Freeman, I think, moving us into the World Cup. So, but, you know, Arundel's X factor, he finishes. So even though, you know, they've been against relatively poor nations, it'd be good to see him in this context. In terms of picking things out for Ireland, like there's obviously the 10 conversation that's happened. They'll be like Scotland in the fact that like they won't be happy with last week, and they won't be happy with their set piece and all of the things that have gone viral with like, you know, Furlong coming on and scrum pens and getting lifted out of the pressure. So, you know, they'll want to fight back in that area, and you can, you know, McCarthy and Ryan have been under some pressure. Ryan was brought back in as like the big heavy carrier, you know, like give a bit of agitation. McCarthy's been off it. You know, that pack, it's not quite as scary as it once looked. I think Conan off the bench is about the only issue, really. Whether Kelleher, I've never really rated him for the Lions either, or for Ireland. I think his darts are poor. She and Jaman around the loose if he has a good game, but what they do in set piece against Genji, Cowan-Dickey and Hayes, I don't know. That'd be an interesting one. I think England have got the edge there. And then I think the back three will be interesting again, like I spoke about, like Lowe. Yeah, okay, he's got his big left boot. He finishes well. I'm not sure he's been on form. Balakoon's new. He's definitely going to get tested under a hell of a lot of box kicks and very good box like kick pressure that he didn't have last week against Italy potentially. So yeah, I think like front three and back three, let alone like how Crowley's going to be feeling, like giving us this opportunity. Is it, you know, there's been a lot of talk about it. It's difficult, as they've said, mentally, like to come in and you feel like you've got to take an opportunity. Hopefully, and I feel like he's got a bit more about him than Sam. Like I actually prefer Crowley. You can't deny it's a conversation piece though, right? So yeah, for me, I think front row, back three. I think we've still got like the experience off the bench. So yeah, I think England, my result, England by 6. Let's have a good watch though. Enjoy yourselves. Thank you ever so much. And hopefully one day I will be able to jump on live with you.
There we go.
Yeah, thanks for that, James. Obviously, great. Connor, what's your thoughts on some of the feedback there from James?
Well, he's on the money with one thing. The whole Sam versus Jack debate has been a conversation starter, to say the least. It's dragged on to it's people have become far too emotionally involved in it, and there's been some really nasty stuff going around social media in the last week. I think people are at this stage. People enjoy seeing poor young Sam having a meltdown and a bad day, you know, to vindicate their own predictions and their own interests, and it's really sad to see. Apart from that, the man clearly knows his onions. Yeah, the front row, there's a big gulf in ability there, especially at scrum time, and of course Ireland are going to look to improve on that, but you just can't improve enough in a week, or can't change the personnel to address that issue. I would disagree about the back three. Actually, I think we're in a good spot there. I think James Lowe had phenomenal stats from last week. Balakoon was man of the match, and I really like Balakoon as a player. He's a very smart player, which always translates well to the test arena. He's good in the air, potent in attack, and I think Arundel is I'm a bit iffy about his defence, but I'm just not sure we'll have the platform to exploit that. Freddie Stewart as well, a bit slow on the back foot, and spatial awareness isn't as good as some of the top. So, like they're only potential weaknesses. You need the platform up front. You need the scrum, the line out, and to be able to get the ball into them space. And I don't think we'll be in a position to do that.
Yeah, 100%. And he never really touched the centre of partnership. Sorry, Joe.
Yeah, right. I'm just conscious of time now, guys. We've got 12 minutes before kickoff. A number of comments coming in. Keep them coming in. We'll try and get as many up as we can. I did find this one. The Night King himself, the great Nigel Quigley, obviously far too much time on his hand.
He always has too much time.
Debbie Doo, Connor Brew, Krista B, and Joe Shep too. The Night King's obviously turned into poetry in his old age. What's going on there? That made me giggle. Nigel, well done.
He needs to change his cigarettes.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's on. Right, we're going to catch up. I got a message from the great Neil Keegan, who was at who's been taken over by Harry Potter. You've got a quick minute. This is what he had to say.
Good evening, this is Keegan. I'm on top secret assignment. I'm over in England, keeping an eye on everyone. And I'm just back from Harry Potter World. So I now have a wand which allows me to discuss the Ireland team for Saturday. Number one stands out, probably the right choice, but we kind of shoot ourselves when we go 5-3 and we leave them out. Delighted for Frawley. Van der Fleer is a big job, front row is a big job. Can we do it? It's a free shot. So let's take that free shot, relax and have some fun. Now, I'm going to use a spell from Harry Potter to send us luck, okay? This is the Ireland are going to beat England spell. This is my wand. You've got to twist the wand. How many meanings does that have? Ireland to beat England by 3 points. Kieran Frawley is going to sink the kick. And sorry, I've just been given my hat. I've just been given my hat for the match on Saturday. Come on,
Ireland. he's as crazy as ever. Yeah, well, unbelievable. I also caught up this week, and we're going to come back to Debs in a minute. Former England women's rugby captain, the great Catherine Spencer, is unfortunately away today. She wants to come on the show as well, along with Debs. But she sent me this quiet message for her thoughts. And don't forget, this is Red Rose number 144. I think she'll confirm that. 63 caps, a brilliant player. And here's Catherine's thought.
Hi, Catherine Spencer here, Red Rose 114 and former England captain. What an entertaining, and general rugby fan, like us all. What an entertaining first couple of weeks to this men's Six Nations tournament. Loving France. They are immense. They're just runners from everywhere and anywhere, and I can't wait to watch them. I think any rugby fan, whichever nation you support, just loves watching France when they're on form. So back closer to home, bit mixed for England so far, isn't it? I think after the Wales game, I just sort of sat at the end of the game thinking that there was definitely a few more points left on the pitch. And then that got exposed, didn't it, against Scotland. Scotland were brilliant. First 20 minutes, blew them away. And then England were down to 14 men, and it was just tough to come back from that. Sometimes as a coach or a leader, you have to make a decision, don't you, whether to give your players a chance to kind of make amends or make changes. And I think Borth has done the right thing, making the changes for this game. I think the physicality of Curry is required from the beginning of the game. I think that really brilliant, and he can just add to what Earl offered last week, who I thought had an awesome game. I loved watching him. Henry Pollock can just do his thing. And then in the backs, I think Lawrence is going to provide some physicality and go forward out there, which has been a bit lacking. I think the back line hasn't fit, hasn't quite... Oh, there's no quite about it. Hasn't worked, has it? George Ford is one of the best distributors. A single pass from Ford can single-handedly take out 2 or 3 defenders, and we haven't seen the best from him. I'd love to see him utilise the kick a little less, keep it more ball in hand, and, play to their blooming strengths. Who's going to win? I think England will win. I think both England and Ireland will defend perhaps better than they attack. I don't think it'll be a high-scoring game. I'm going to say England by 8. I'm generally very bad at predictions. Let's see how it goes. Let's hope for a good game. Let's hope that England can get back on track, use the loss, learn from it, use that to show why they are a great team and how they can build on it. Come on, England.
Brilliant. Debs.
I echo her thoughts on France. And actually, to mention Thomas, I'm very pleased to see Tom Curry back in. Actually, he brings a bit of dog into the team. I don't like watching him playing against my team, but I love him playing for my team. Just watching Mara go out here for his 100th cap, which is nice. Yeah, I think she made some valid points. It wasn't nice to be reminded of what Harry Arundel did when he was at Saracens, by the way. He got an interception and nobody was getting anywhere near that man. So he just needs to get that ball and some space and go today, really.
Yeah, he'll come back. I think he's a very, very gifted player.
Yeah, he's extraordinarily fast.
I think nowadays the online media scribes, have very little knowledge about what they're talking about, and it's just more abuse than knowledge than anything else. Let's just stick to we're getting close to kick-off time. Thanks for all the messages keep coming in. Connor, just lead us through just your initial thoughts on 1 or 2 players where you think is going to be won and lost for Ireland to begin with.
Okay, if we are to be highly competitive and even get a win, I think I'm not going to ask for miracles and expect our scrum to be dominant, but I think we need to get some sort of parity. I'd be happy with 1 or 2 penalties in each half. If we could get away with that and have a really strong line out, we do have we're starting with 4 strong jumpers. So I think we're going to need to get in. We're going to need a massive game from Tig Byrne, which we haven't really seen from the Lions tour. I think we need Crowley at his very best, and we need someone out wide that can cause some damage. So the 3 big players for us, I think, are Tig Byrne, Jack Crowley, and Rob Balakoon. If we are to get a win, for England, I think that they'll be looking for dominance. Tom Curry, I'd echo Debbie's thoughts on him. He's an absolute test match animal. Single-handedly, he can destroy an opposition pack. He just brings them primal instincts, that absolute never say that no step backwards. So he's a massive player for them. Ford, like Crowley, needs to be at his best. He has been in very good form lately. So I think he'll get the platform from his pack as well. And the 2 of them are huge, and Cowan Dickey, I'd say, needs to get his darts right.
Cool.
And they have them 3 players. The result to take care of itself for them, I think.
Okay, cool. Thanks, brother. Debs, winners and losers for you.
Cowan Dickey's a concern for me, for England. Not a fan of his throwing in skills. Not a fan of the way he tackles at all. So hoping not to see him doing any chop tackles today. I'm waiting for him to finish someone's career, to be honest. But again, the back 3, the front 3 for England, and they have some exciting backs. Let's just hope they get the ball. as you said, the forwards are going to decide who wins it, really, as Connor's already said.
Brilliant. Lots of messages coming in. The great Des McCusker, crazy man himself, who was on the Whitewalkers show recently, by 35 points. He's easily, and Ingrid is saying, good to hear from Akigo. It is. Let's just, Chris, a quick one on the officials. Piardi, happy?
Piardi's got the ability to make a game or ruin a game. So right now, I'm going to wait till the final. So I think the way the referees are being slated recently has been unacceptable. Holly Davidson being the exception. I think she got 99% appraisal across all social media platforms. Regardless what Piardi does or doesn't do today, everyone's got to remember the individual is seeing the match at live time. I'm not going to see everything. Give the referees the respect they need. And hopefully it's not about the ref by the end of the 80 minutes.
Good. We are 1 minute away, ladies and gents. Welcome to today's show. Gerald Williamson there just reminding us that Clovers are now leading Edinburgh 31-7. So quick prediction then. Conor Broomfield.
England by 10. I think something around 23, 13, that sort of range. Maybe 25, 15. That's sort of range, I think. 2 scores.
And one bold prediction.
In
terms of game.
Win a scrum penalty.
Right, okay. Debs.
England by 7. I'd like to see a few more tries than that, please, Connor, but I'm not so sure it'll happen. Bold prediction. Let's have Tom. Well, I don't suppose it is a bold prediction. Tom Curry as man of the match for me.
There we go. Christopher.
Yeah, I'm going 27-23 England and McCluskey man of the match. And I'm saying Ireland with 1 red card and England 2 yellows.
That's very detailed.
We provide you with nothing if not excitement here at Whitewalkers Live, the Six Nations Sofa Series. Why would you want to go to OnlyFans and watch Chris Brownfield when you can watch him here? Here we go. We are imminently starting. Stay with us. You are most welcome to episode 3, brought to you by Whitewalkers Chat and Crack, the Six Nations Sofa Sessions. It's all about to kick off at Twickenham Allianz. Oh, I tell you, isn't it exciting? Chris being very specific for what's just stop. There you go away, honestly.
For a leak.
There we go. You can leave it open, Debs. You can leave it open if you want. We want to hear that excitement when Ireland scored 2 tries in the first 90 seconds. You just see. And coupled with Chris's prediction, where one of those tries is Maro Itoje gets a yellow card and gets sent off. Honestly, I don't know where that boy's brain goes sometimes, but it's all good. Ladies and gentlemen, keep your thoughts coming through as you're watch along on the first half, and let's hope there's a fantastic game of rugby. No injuries. We're underway.
Yeah, going for that crossfield kick early. Okay, first scrum.
Are you a bit ahead of me here? Because
Yeah, it's one of.
did you just predict the crossfield kick before it happened?
Yeah, but I was saying last week when David was watching on TV, and I'm watching on Irish TV, and I was like,
And you're a bit ahead.
of him.
And I'm watching on RTE Player upstairs on the computer. So there's about a 30-second delay as well. And I just whenever Connor's great because I know something exciting is coming up. And I always feel like one of the Chris Kamara moments, wasn't it?
I have sofa score, and I've had to turn it off when I'm watching on the telly because it gives the score before it's happened on the telly.
Really?
Yeah, it comes up before it comes up. I see it.
Wow. See, that's why the watch along is really great crack because it's equally funny and frustrating, and you know something exciting is coming.
I'm used to everyone else looking at me going, "What the hell is he on about?"
yeah. Has he got Andy Farrell in his ear up there in Navan Way? You know, saying like, "We're going to do this next, Con." He mentioned this. The guy's a fan's favourite.
Come here, Ruby. Ruby wants to join in. Say hello to Uncle Joe.
Hello, Ruby Rubes. I'll bring Bod in at half time, mate. They can have a reunion. I'm not talking about the same type of reunion that Ruby's dad has with Ruby.
Oh, that's very sad news there.
Is there?
Yeah, Bob got knocked down by a car.
Oh no!
It was really, really sad. And he was on his way down to see this little lady, 8:00 in the morning, his usual morning call. And
yeah. Oh, that's a shame, man.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Then the thoughts on his way to across Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah, that
was always the thing. He was just a free running little Bob.
Yeah, I know. He just did his own thing, and everyone in the village.
And everybody looked after him. Yeah. That's a shame, mate. That's a real shame.
Oh, just the first line out and England lose it. What the hell?
Oh yeah, there's a rugby match on, so yeah. Yeah, that's good from Van der Fleer so far. I think Farrell was looking for a reaction out of him when he rested him last week.
Oh. It wasn't even a high jump for one. It was.
Oh, go on.
Straight to him.
I am a big fan of Bulldozer. Husky's great, isn't he?
Please don't tell me if they score. Oh, he dropped the ball. Okay.
Come here.
England just stood and watched the ball go over their head in that line out.
It's amazing how often a line out for a bunch of professionals. Like, it's amazing how often the line out malfunctions.
I really don't get the unopposed line out. I don't understand that tactic at all. I've tried to.
Yeah, it's trying to speed the game up, isn't it? You know. The reason why some teams don't challenge is so as they're better prepared for the drive and maul. Obviously, they can fix for them all, and they're kind of saying we're not going to win the line out. We're probably not going to win the line out, so we might as well make our defense as strong as possible.
But 9 times out of 10, the ball receiver in the air doesn't come down with it; it just offloads it down quickly, and it's gone. So
the team adapts. Yeah.
Right, so Ben Al's packing down at 8 in this scrum.
I was going to say that to you, Debbie, when you were talking about it. I said, is there a chance there's just numbers on their back and they might shuffle things around?
Switch it around.
Yeah. I didn't notice the first scrum.
Ooh, the Ireland scrum looked good there. He's blown for a reset.
Big strong lad, Ben Earls, isn't he?
Do you know his build has completely changed in the last 18 months. I mean, I know he's grown up, but looking at him standing next to Ellis Genge in that change room, there's not a lot of difference between
No, there isn't. No,
Well, he's very athletic as well. Like, you know,
he could.
fast.
Yeah,
he's fast and he's got
he
huge
could
endurance.
adapt to playing front row, back three and centre.
Definitely.
It's very, very. It's almost like Cruyff's total football scenario,
Yeah.
where you have some players who have got that capability, and his situational awareness is fantastic as well. He just seems to be everywhere.
England penalty. Get in. Sorry.
Yeah, I suppose one penalty from 3 or 4 scrums isn't too bad for Ireland
At the moment. Yeah,
it's in the right part of the pitch at least. He's close to the corner, so he probably won't get it past to. Yeah, he won't get it too past the 22. Too far.
Oh, that's not a great kick.
No, he was in a very tight spot there, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Close to the
that's
touchline.
that's where Elliot Daly comes into his own.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, he's got the left foot.
Yes, he has. Oh, hallelujah! Went to an England player.
Jeez, that was great from McCarthy.
Wow. Yeah.
There's a bit of bite about Ireland today.
Yeah.
You'd expect that, but go on! Don't let him leave him isolated. Advantage.
I'm just watching Ty Fallon going off there over the top.
Some of them memes during the week were nasty.
Oh,
Now Sheehan, he needs a big game today.
he does. Interesting about James Ryan, Con, isn't it? But do you think he's ever really fulfilled the potential we initially saw from 24 games in a row before he lost, wasn't it?
Yeah, he went most of his first season without losing a match. He was built up from schoolboys level. I remember hearing about James Ryan. He was doing his junior cert, which is like 15 or 16-year-olds, GCSEs, Debbie. But he was built up from that stage. Brilliant captain for Ireland under 20s, led them to World Cup in 2016, and then had an injury. Then he played for Ireland before he played for Leinster. Played his first match for Leinster in the 2017-2018 season, and didn't actually part of the Heineken Cup win, the Grand Slam. The Tour of Australia, he didn't know failure at all until things started going wrong. Then he had a series of injuries, concussions, and he was being tipped for as a Lions captain when he was that young, a future Lions captain. So yeah, he never really delivered on that potential for a variety of reasons. I think. Maybe too much was expected of him in the first place. He definitely lost a bit of mobility, and he used to have an uncanny ability to take the ball low and low to the ground, and not make huge yards, but consistently make maybe 5 or 10 yards. And the injuries definitely knocked his career back. But I think he's doing pretty well at the moment. So he's deserving his place in the team now. But
go on. Oh, lost. Oh,
notwithstanding his crazy sending off against South Africa in the autumn.
Yeah.
What did he do for that?
Oh, went flying off his feet at a ruck. Head contact. Absolutely crazy.
Nailed on from the sounds.
Okay. Oh, he's missed that kick.
I hasn't taken it yet here.
Sorry, Debbie. Yeah.
Frustrated, isn't it, that you're ahead?
Did he, Jeff?
That's a schoolboy error, though, that.
Yeah, he was going for every last inch.
Yeah.
I wonder what that rationale is of having Pollock and Earl at 7 and 8, but playing them at 8 and 7.
Yeah, just to have
Something for people to moan about during the week, maybe. Oh!
you have I guess the big advantage is you have Earl taking the ball at the base of the scrum, and you also have him.
Oh, that's very strong by Ollie Lawrence.
He's a very, very good player in the centre.
He really is. Yeah, he really is. That was devastating, that injury last year.
Who do you think is your sort of World Cup 27 centre pairing that you'd like to see, injuries aside, etc., etc.?
I'd like to him and a Jomo, I think. The Bath pair. Oh.
I said nothing that time, Debbie.
You let me have the hope for a while there.
Yeah. What do you think of the Irish 13 last night? Carney. His name is Rob Carney, but spelled differently.
Yeah.
The under-20s match. He looked really good, didn't he?
Yeah.
Like his pace and passing and a few.
Yeah, some good development coming through, isn't it? Your man Neil's very, very good.
Yeah, and he's only 18 still.
Yeah. Played a match 2 weeks in a row, I think. He got it last week as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ollie Lawrence wouldn't look amiss in a pack, would he?
No, not at all.
Again, it goes back to that interoperability, if it's ever required. Now, we talk about the bench, but we don't always talk about actually what's out there on the park, who could split around.
Yeah.
And again, you'd put Ollie Lawrence in any of the back row positions, I'd say.
Yeah.
Because his strength, his guileless athleticism. Again, I think he'd make a great 8 because of his situational awareness. He is constantly looking up. He's strong. He just keeps going. So I think there's probably more about that sometimes. The understanding, I think, we talk about Earl before and where he could play. We're talking about Ollie Lawrence, where he could play. I think there's a number of those players nowadays who are far, far better players than just a position, their favourite position, because they understand the game more. You know, the situational awareness, their
very well taken
capabilities.
I still think it's interesting they went for Frawley on the bench, even though we've 3 backs on the bench.
Did you just see the Karen Dickey flying at the guy's legs, bottom of his legs there?
Great take ball.
Got long gone, but my goodness. Go on, Fraser.
Ooh.
It'll be interesting to see when Mac Hansen is back, Con, because I think Balakoon has played himself in and injuries permit and will stay in. I think he's a very exciting player.
Yeah, what's kept Balakoon out the side is apart. Oh, that was silly.
Who does Balakoon play for?
Ulster.
Right.
He's been he's been unlucky with injuries, but he did have a period of time where he was available and playing well for Ulster, but Farrell just didn't seem to rate him because Farrell liked his Farrell likes his players to come in off the wing and act as second playmakers.
Yeah,
and Hansen did that really well. He was a big favourite with Farrell because he could come into the out half position.
yeah.
Good kicker, read the game well, and it was, I think the feeling was that the Balakoon was too much of a traditional winger. But we've kind of moved away a bit from that style.
But yeah, because the problem with that is on offensive play, it's great. And Loader's the same, always sort of slinking in from the outside. Not as much now as be used to. But the problem is you're leaving your width wide open then.
Yeah.
That's always been a complaint of mine, hasn't it? And it is a balance, but you've got to have plan B, which is who's covering that width. Otherwise you'll get a 3-on-1. Which actually we saw against Italy on a number of occasions.
By the way, how good are Italy looking in this tournament?
What's that, Liz?
I've been thrilled with Italy in this tournament so far.
Yeah, definitely.
I was on the train when the final whistle blew against Scotland, and I cheered on the train.
Hope you weren't in Scotland. Yeah, well, it's been coming. Like they're under 20s, like been consistently pretty good mid-table, more than bottom of the table for the last 7 or 8 years. So they've a steady flow of players now. And that guy Menicello, like, he's only 23 now. He's world class.
Just a quick stop by to say good morning, gang, and hope you enjoy the game. That is my lad Connor, who's now back in the States after the wedding last week and is 8 hours behind us, so it's an ungodly time to be up. Good morning, son. Good to see you last week. And Jenna, your missus.
It's probably just getting in from a night out.
To be young again, sir. Get in at 6 in the morning and then have an 8-mile run at 7 in the morning. Them are the days. Well, I'm saying that every time I come up to Navan Rugby Club and we have a function on, mate, we're like that. We're like that. Scrumming down around your table, you and Gerald Williamson.
Yeah, we're in bed by midnight, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, very, very good. So we look ahead then, Colin Broomfield, to...
Have we noticed that he just kicked the ball off the end there?
I missed that. I was letting the dog out.
He just kicked the ball off the end.
He kicked it dead.
Yeah. That's the second penalty wasted.
Just seen that.
That's shocking. That would have been such a good opportunity.
Oh, yeah.
Forwards must be furious when that happens.
Stop.
If he'd got that right, that would have been a line-out drive and more, wouldn't it? Which you've got to say, 75% of the time you're going to score a try from that. Yeah. So that is wasted.
It's a absolute shocker. Come on, someone pick it up.
Tyke Furlong there is he's obviously he's all over the place today, and he's like the Tyke of old. He
was getting a bit of slagging during the week about them scrums,
first time I have.
He's joining Westlife because he's wants to fly without wings.
I haven't seen the big man bent like that, mate. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen him bent like that.
There was some criticism of the officials there because it was felt by some people that they were driving upwards, which is illegal.
Illegal. Yeah.
Okay, starting to fall off a few tackles now.
You see again, look at that width outside.
Yeah, here's danger.
You know, England are packing 3 on the wing there, you know, for a reason. Because they've identified, well, obviously way before this game even, that we are light on the width.
Yeah, we're committing them a lot of man to the breakdown as well. We have to commit man to the
They get
breakdown.
that out left now, which I presume they may have done already on your screen.
We're under a lot of pressure here, aren't we? That sort of 5-8
Oh,
Need a big chase here.
what happened to Lowe? Did he just land? Right, who's number 4? You're number 4?
James Ryan.
I think he should have a card for that haircut, quite honestly.
Oh, no,
that's Joe McCarthy.
Sorry, McCarthy.
Yeah. It's worse than Sam Prendergast.
He walks on off for 10 for that hair.
Was it this? Somebody described Sam Prendergast the other day as like Bambi. The way he runs over.
I've got an advert now on my telly, half split screen.
Oh, big time.
The match and an advert.
Where was it I saw that there's adverts now playing during scrum setup?
There was one just playing just now.
Wow.
While they were waiting. So half of the screen is the rugby, half is the advert.
I've still not seen it. I've got nothing on. Well, we wouldn't have it on RTE, would we?
No.
But that's. I had somebody talking about that previously, and
so there.
Okay, I just see Tommy O'Brien coming on.
For Lowe.
That's an unfortunate haircut as well.
Yeah, Lowe's.
Looks like it could be Achilles or something like that.
Yes, just seen them pulling up there.
Yeah. Good choice to have 3 backs on then.
Yeah. Maybe they were sort of they knew that there was a bit of a niggle going on with James. And
well, not so much James. I think Ringrose was the concern. Seeing heavily strapped there, there was doubts earlier in the week about whether he'd play or not. So if Ringrose goes off, then Frawley will be on in a bit of a reshuffle.
And yet, you know, I still don't understand why you're taking a bit of a. I mean, Ringer's brilliant. I'm playing off McCluskey. I think it's a good 12-13, but I would have liked somebody else in that's 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't understand why you would start someone with an injury worry.
I just don't know. Not in today's games. Who would have you started with McCluskey, Con? Had we left Ringer out?
Well, Jude Postlethwaite would be considered next in line, but he's uncapped, and you don't want him starting his first match against England at HQ, do you? Yeah, so that probably came into it. You could have gone for Jamie Osborne maybe, but he's so important at full back now with Go on, Gemmo! Woo! Get in there!
I'm 30 seconds behind you, but thanks.
Okay, Jamison gives some Park scores.
God here now.
Sorry.
There we go. We're playing catch up now.
Yeah, got him.
So still not. Still not.
What, you still not got a try?
No.
Brilliant.
Here he goes now. Oh! He joined in the celebrations. Literally, he has just scored now. So
the play by those two, the two wingers, was
Balogun and Tommy O'Brien. Yeah.
It was good down that far wing. Yeah. Blimey, Jameson Gibson Park scores 2 tries in 20 seconds. If only every time he scores in a different time zone in the world, we claim it. Brilliant. I was quick thinking again.
Oh, just sneaks in.
Oh, just.
God, first quarter couldn't have gone any better for us.
Pick that.
Don't we usually see Andy Farrell so animated?
No,
it's a massive game for him, I suppose.
It is at the moment.
Can you imagine the pressure these guys
are
under? You know, to be in that position with the whole everyone thinking they can do a better job than you as well.
As a rugby league fan, I can't tell you how wonderful that is to see him doing what he's doing. I love hearing the Wigan accent when he's being interviewed after.
So tell us, just remind us, you're you chairman of Scottish Rugby League or something, Dan?
I am co-chair of Scotland Rugby League, indeed, yes.
How did that come about?
It's a long story. I'm not.
Some backstories, missus, that I didn't, and I've known you 9 years.
My brother was chairman, and he lived in Scotland. I joined as a finance director because we couldn't find anybody, and then over one weekend, 4 of the 6 directors resigned. That left 2 of us. So we're building it back up. We've built it back up. I think there are 7 of us again now.
And what's the sort of strength of rugby league in Scotland?
It's growing, is all I can say. We had a 3-team league. We've got a 6-team league this year.
Wow.
We're taking 3 teams to Las Vegas next week to play the USA.
Excellent.
So we've got the men, the women, and the under-19s are all travelling out there. But it's, for me, I want it to grow in Scotland.
Yeah.
Not have people that haven't been for England playing for Scotland, if that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the thing, because like Ireland have a rugby league team that compete in the World Cups and stuff, but there's no rugby league teams much in Ireland.
There's no league.
It's all second, third generation Irish people to play in England, Australia.
Yeah, I watched Scotland play Ireland at Tallaght, just outside of.
Yeah.
There's McCusker there. I've changed my mind about my prediction for 35 England to win by 35 clear points. Long way to go, Desmond, but I hope that you are both well. It was a pleasure to have you join us, buddy.
Another penalty for Ireland.
England making a lot of scrappy, unenforced mistakes, like the George Ford 2 things, but even in other locations, in other aspects, phases of play, they're not as cohesive as I would have expected. Ireland, we're not doing anything really specifically good, but we've got a lot more dogged determination. I think there's a lot more belief this week. My only slight concern at the moment would be that width con again. Out wide, because if England get their act together, you're looking at a 3-on-1 overlap every time.
Yeah, I think we've only really been exposed there once when England had a sustained period of pressure, but that most of that, usually when you're exposed like that out wide. I don't mind so much if it's because the other team has held on to the ball really well and has consistently got over your game line, because that means certain players. Oh, Gibson Park was through there, but it's blown.
I've just seen that missed kick.
Yeah, I don't mind so much if teams do it really well, like retain pressure, retain possession, get over the ball, get over the game line, and then you're exposed. But
it's part of the managed risk, I suppose, isn't it? If you're controlling the game and playing well in the centre and having that effect, that's a knock forward. Anyway, I've just seen that.
It's a tackle in the air. There could be a card here. No. Maro was looking for a yellow card, but
he said the ball, I think, wasn't he? He was saying, where's the ball?
I thought he was asking for the TMO.
Yeah, I thought he was asking for TMO.
I think he was asking for the ball. I'm going to give him the benefit.
Okay.
No, I think both players equally going for the ball at the same time, to be fair. either of them could have got that. So, had
Yeah,
them
but I think Tommy O'Brien wasn't close enough to the ball. Like,
No.
I really like the look of him. He looks really good.
Tommy.
Brian.
He's another one with an interesting career. Like he was injured for about 5 years, like all the time. He might come back, have 2 or 3 games, get injured again. So it was only last season he got a sustained run of games where he wasn't injured, and he tore up trees.
Yep.
How old is he then? He looks young.
27.
Oh, right, so not very young. So look, the change of scrum half for England. Mitchell was limping.
I think Des McCusker is rather hopeful there, just with a red card.
Red card for what?
For that.
What, for grabbing around the neck? Yeah, I don't know.
Come on, Desmond. Oh, good man, mate. Right, what time are you seeing on your clock now, Connor?
25:37.
Right, so you are 30 seconds ahead of me. 32 seconds ahead.
Oh, mine's 25:38 now.
Okay, you're 30.
Okay, you're about 8 seconds behind me, Debbie.
Connor's going to ruin it for both of us.
Jesus, I'm that far behind. I'm either in Narnia or we're still playing in Italy.
Yeah, stop using the dodgy box, Joe.
Yeah. Honestly, pay a fortune for Virgin here we go, Sky.
Yeah,
if it was on them, I could have it changed into one of the rooms, so it's instant. It's
what story with the English line out today?
It's brutal.
Luke and Dickie, eh?
Yeah,
that last one down on this near side. You could see Pollock saying something. He was really frustrated that it's just not, whatever it is not firing.
Oh, great take, Tommy.
Can't win your set pieces. You're not going to win a match, are you?
No. And I'm glad there hasn't been much of a kicking game so
far.
Who
wants Stu? Oh, I should have passed it.
Oh!
Go on!
Good run.
Woo!
I gather we've just scored.
Yeah,
we did.
Good
I'll
one.
wait
Robert Balakin.
I'll wait 32 seconds, but thank you.
I did say that we have the edge out wide in the back three, but I also said I didn't expect us to have the platform, and by God, we were getting the platform. Stu McCluskey, what a break!
Honestly, mate, I really love the big fella.
Really. He was just so unlucky to come along at the same time as Bundyaki and Henshaw.
Yeah.
Like, that's why he only has 22, 23 caps.
Yeah.
In a different era, he'd be a centurion by now.
Yeah, absolutely spot on, mate. Yeah, I totally agree.
Oh, yellow card coming for England here, I think.
Looks like it.
He's got one in his hand anyway, so
Nice.
he's doing something with it.
Deep joy. Go down to 14.
If it's Cowan Dickey, it could be a blessing in disguise.
Mm.
No, it's not. Freddie Stewart.
What's it for?
I have no idea. Was it maybe a tackle off the ball or something? Because I've the volume down so it doesn't clash.
They've not said, actually, on the telly.
Okay.
$15 now to Ireland. Well done, Ireland.
Oh yeah. I see what Freddie Stewart did now. He went in. He went in over the top of the ruck.
Hope we don't read those lost kicks.
Did you see that Martin O'Fia's son was playing for the England?
Yeah, last night. Yeah. Very good, didn't he?
How did he look? looked good.
He did, yeah. He didn't get a huge amount of ball, in fairness, so we didn't see him in full flight. But he's a big athletic player, so
yeah, he's going to be well.
I was at the theatre last night, so I didn't see it. Oh, here we go again. And who's back there to stop Gibson Park? Henry Pollock. Where are the backs?
yeah, I know. Saved the day there.
Yeah, he did. Don't you just hate calling the mark?
Yeah, it's such a cop out.
Oh, God, isn't it?
Oh, ref's down injured.
Oh, dear.
Who took him out? Desel won another red card. Great break though by Josh, wasn't it?
Brilliant. Yeah, very good. Very fast.
He's having a big game. He's everywhere.
Yeah, I think
in the first minute. I think he'd 4 tackles in the first 90 seconds.
I think everybody realised that they really needed to step up individually and collectively today. I feel sorry sometimes because the mainstay of the squad for so long has been Leinster. You always feel that they should just automatically gel 100% perfectly.
Yeah.
But there are tactical differences that the coaches will have. And now we're bringing more players in from outside, with Ulster doing so well, etc., with injuries being forced. So, this is the best we've played in the 3 games so far, haven't we? Really.
Everyone's just standing up to the plate.
Yeah,
Tyke Byrne, Josh Van der Fleer, I was really concerned about being outplayed before. They're the 2 standouts there in the pack for me at the moment. Gibson Park, I'm not surprised at all, but he's been absolutely sensational.
He's tweaked, Piotti's tweaked his hamstring or something. By the looks of it.
Looks like it, doesn't it?
I can't remember what the protocols are now, Con, isn't it? One of the ARs comes on and then the goes on to the AR.
Your next in line assistant ref takes over, and
then your assistant ref is now English, isn't he?
Oh, Des will be happy.
No, that's not
No,
right.
they're Italians, aren't they?
Not right, really, is it?
I can't remember who the 2 ARs are. Are they both Italian?
They usually go for a team of
3 from one country.
I think that's Christoph Ridley that's just going to be AR.
Well, I that's what I thought just then.
Come on, he's going to be
the AR
assistant ref.
Yeah,
there's Jamie George warming up, so I'm not sure if Cowan Dickey is injured or.
There's a fine figure of a man, eh?
Is that Jamie?
Yes, bless him. Fabulous rugby player.
Yeah, he's
and a really all-round good guy.
Yeah, he is.
I've heard him speak. He's just a gent. He's just a gent. Not the youngsters always.
I got to interview him a few years ago. He was lovely.
Wow.
Likes a bit of cricket too. So
he's retiring at the end of this season, isn't he?
Yeah, is it this season or next season? I'm not sure.
Oh, really? Yeah. Because I'm not sure. Because I just heard he'd called time or set a date for his retirement. So maybe it's after the World Cup, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense, I suppose.
Oops, it's a shame. Go. Oh my goodness.
Now, do I gather we've got some more success, sir?
Shall we swap this to Ireland to win by 35 points?
My prediction is going to be a bit.
Whoa, look at him go. Look at him go. That's superb. Whoa, Fahabala. Fahabala, clear the way. Off you go, boy. Unbelievable.
Excellent by those two.
Waiting 32 seconds longer. I know it's coming.
Sorry.
Balakoon and O'Brien team up again.
Lovely, yeah.
Big Paulie there is either shouting something really motivational or Russia Munson got back. Did you ever see that on the?
Yeah.
That must have been. That is one of the answers. It was on again last night. It was on Gogglebox, and I remember seeing it and thinking to myself, "Jesus, 2 letters. How did he get that?" And because he was unsure, and he went Borussia Mönchengladbach, and then we look at Borussia Mönchengladbach.
He actually went Borussia Mönchengladbach. No,
Oh, that's it. Yeah. And he got a standing ovation, didn't he? It was just brilliant.
Yeah,
it is probably singularly the best answer.
Incredible. There was only two letters there, and even Tufton was like, we're not even going to try here. And you could see Paulie just leaning up closer to the board, going, "Hold on a sec."
Yeah.
To be fair to England, they played Scotland last week, and kind of every bounce of the ball went Scotland's way. They deserved to win, but God, it was like the whole match was teed up for them. The same seems to be happening now this week. Every break we get, every pass sticks, every bouncing ball seems to be going our way. Now there's a long way to go. Like 22 points can be overturned.
Yeah.
But at the moment, we're playing really well, and we're having a slice of luck. With Jamie George coming on has settled things down for England. They've kind of lost their shape completely.
Might win the odd line out with him on.
You might find your man anyway.
Yeah.
Probably a stronger scrummager as well than.
I mean, it's Fields of Athenry we can hear.
Yeah, it will be.
Yeah, good.
It hasn't appeared in my comments in the studio so far. Des McCusker, the last time I was this embarrassed was when I was asked to leave a room full of male models as I made them feel inadequate. I can't wait for that one to do. Xavier in France. Bonjour, ça va? Hello, my friends. Congratulations for the beginning. Thanks, my friend. I hope you are well. Yeah.
Oh, what was that? Oh, knock on, no. Yeah.
Balakoon is playing a blinder, isn't he?
He really
is. It's the way himself and O'Brien linked up for them 2 tries as well.
Lovely. Yeah, lovely.
Great little understanding.
I'm not sure they've played together before.
No, that's what I mean. That's
kind of like
understanding at that level, and I have to say, Richie Murphy and Aaron Sexton and the team have done fantastic at Ulster, haven't they? Really starting to come into their own now.
I was just looking at the highlights of the Ulster A match there. They bet Munster.
Yeah,
they just looked really well coached.
42-7 or something, was it? Or 34-7?
Like that, yeah. There were 6 tries.
Yeah.
And you could just see how well coached they are, even for a side put together like an A side. They're just doing their drills very well. Every man knows what he's doing, which is kind of the opposite from Munster.
I think because of Richie with the youngsters and the way you approach coaching a youngster is different, because you've got to give them that. You're giving them the playing capability, i.e. the set plays and the plans, but you allow youngsters more leeway to go out and just run and enjoy it. And I wonder whether he's taken that more so into the Ulster setup. Colin,
England looking dangerous here. Probably no. Oh, I don't know how they messed that up.
Ford should have passed it sooner.
Yeah, they'd 4 men on 2 there.
Yeah.
I wonder whether it'll take him off at half time.
What, and bring the Messiah on?
Isn't it terrible how these out halves, they get so hyped up so young. Like we had it here as well with Sam. We had it with Joey Carberry.
Yeah.
And the pressure they must be under, like, I don't think you really know what an out half is going to be until he's his mid-20s.
Yeah.
Putting that sort of pressure on when they're like. Do you remember that?
The problem with Sam, Con, I remember when we had the Leinster shows going, the Leinster line, and we watched him in the under-20s, and it was almost like he had an impermeable protective force around him. He had so much space and stuff, and it just hasn't transposed itself as yet into an all-round game. Going forward, some of this stuff is just unbelievably sublime. But
yeah, he has an incredible range of skills. But the thing about test match rugby is
unforgiving in it.
It's unforgiving, yeah, and any weaknesses in your game are so exposed, like, you know. And all the talk was about his tackling, and that's not the only issue. Like, it's the fact that he's so slight in his build. Opposition know he's not going to try and take contact when he has the ball, so they immediately drift out towards the centre. And everything looks so telegraphed then.
The Italian try last week, your man went underneath him. He didn't even get himself in a position to go under to try and hold him up. You know, that's obviously a work on. But at this level, how long do you give somebody, you know, for that? But he's still got what? He's 22 now. He's still got 3 years on when Johnny Sexton really sort of started to even get anywhere near where he was. So
he's only 22. Pendergrast.
Yeah, he'd be 20. He was in the 2023 under 20, so he'd be 23 this year.
I mean, Marcus Smith is 27.
Is he already?
Yeah, he's 27, and Finn Smith,
22.
Would be my preferred, is 23. Yeah. The trouble is with Marcus Smith is that he's ahead of the rest of his players. I don't know what he's going to do. So,
England looking dangerous here.
Yeah.
Oh, Ireland penalty. Yeah, just everything's going our way. In fairness. England should have done better there. They should have just taken contact and recycled.
Yeah.
You know, they'd have to measure of us in terms of physicality if they're trying to be too fancy. Yeah. Tyke Byrne in there.
You can see what it means to him as well, can't you? You know,
he's rolling back the years, you know.
Yeah.
all these lads proving me wrong again.
Yeah. Listen, you weren't the only ones. You know, the youngsters, James McAvoy, talking about Balakoon and things. So, you know, sometimes when they rise to the occasion, they just rise to the occasion. You know.
Yeah.
You know, I've only just noticed that Father SixMas in the SixMas grotto isn't there. He goes inside to watch the game, doesn't he? Because the signal kept dropping out. I'm thinking, what's missing about that?
Oh, go on.
I think that's the first line out we lost. First of our own line outs. England have a very strong platform here now.
Go on. Go.
Oh, go on, Joe. All the way. Kick it. You're on your own. Oh, it's been brought back, is it? Yeah, it was a knock on. That's how he was home.
Oh, how upsetting to be pulled back after running all that way. That's upsetting, isn't it?
Especially when you're a big lumbering lock.
Yes.
Give you 2/3 of your energy.
Yeah.
It's like 4 little hyenas.
It's eye head lock as well. Like.
Yeah. Built for ballast. Genji's looking a bit puffed, isn't he? See that's. The review. I'm behind you. Are they reviewing that Gibson Park no arms tackle?
No, they were looking to see whether it's a deliberate knock on, I think.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. Marcus Smith is on.
Oh.
So you're happy with Caelan Connoy as skipper?
Yeah. I think he. Like you were saying pre-match, it's a distraction, and that's valid. But I think he communicates well with the ref. He's also one of these players. His stats are normally better than anyone else in the pack for carrying, for tackles, for defenders beaten. So he's a real lead by example sort of.
Yeah, I got you.
Captain. Here's England looking very dangerous here. Yeah. There's Caelan in over the ball. No, advantage England.
Must be to the 40-minute mark because I'm just behind.
Yeah.
It's just over.
Render red. England probably score here.
Okay, look at that width.
I know. Still playing advantage anyway.
Not sure about bringing on both of the backs before half time.
Was one of them injury enforced, or were they both active?
I think the scrum half was injured. To be fair, yes, but Smith coming on is tactical. I think
it's a long advantage he was playing, wasn't it?
Let's a try anyway.
Yeah,
doing well.
Now it's a try. Important time to score, it has to be said.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they needed that before half time.
Yeah.
You got a Fraser Dingwall?
Yeah. In situations like this, sometimes you're better off conceding. Like that was 3 penalties for England in the red zone.
A card. Yeah.
We've certainly played a lot better in this first half, haven't we?
Definitely, yeah.
Although as a former prop, I can say I always hate it when we've lost 5 points. We've left 5 points from the kicking tee, but then I couldn't kick 5 meters. My flat legs. So
it's their job, though. Hey.
Yeah, it is, and it's a critical part that I'm expecting 100% of kicks 100% of the time.
Wouldn't get to myself, but I expect everyone else to.
Well, exactly. Well, at least I've just said, I'm a fat old former prop, so couldn't kick 5 meters, but there's a difference going in 22-7 to going in 27-7.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's they score first in the second half, then it's a different game.
It is.
Then you're looking at a 2-score game with 35-40 minutes to play. It's entirely doable.
Knows what can happen. I can remember seeing England going in, I think 30-0 against Scotland, and Scotland came out and scored 30+ points.
Oh, well, yeah, that was.
It was amazing. I was sat with Scotland fans as well. England did then pull it back at the end, but
it was a draw, wasn't it? In the end. Yeah.
Amazing. 33-33 or something similar, wasn't it?
It was 2019. Incredible match.
It was fabulous.
Cool. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It is half-time here at Twickenham Allianz Stadium with Ireland 22-7 up at the break. and you're welcome to episode 3 of Whitewalkers Live, the Six Nations Sofa Sessions. Myself, Joe Shepherd, Chris Brownfield, or Father Chris, as he is known, in the SixMas Grotto, Colin Broomfield, and the great Debs Knight. So, Debbie, start us off. Overall thoughts on the first half?
Well, I don't think we were quite expecting that, were we? Fabulous by Ireland. And actually, could James Lowe going off be actually a huge boon for Ireland? The two wingers were fantastic for the two of their tries.
Yeah, Alakun and O'Brien sort of teaming up very well, very well. Where do you think the? I think England, for me, lacked cohesive approach. What are your thoughts on them?
Yeah, totally agree. I mean, I think yet again we seem to be watching one team that are very determined to get that ball, aren't we? And that's Ireland. Doesn't seem to be England. I mean, looking at that mix in the forwards there, you've got one from Bristol, 2 from Sale, 2 from Saracens, 2 from Tigers, 1 from Saints. I wonder whether they could do with watching Dear England to see what happened with the England football team to make them a cohesive unit.
Yeah, it certainly are lacking. Any positives, Debs, to take away for you? Where do you think? I mean, good coming back right on, championship points, as they call them, right on half time there. But all the positives that you can take away, really. Ford's been a bit poor, decision making, kicking, execution.
Yeah, I mean, I think Ford missed an opportunity to pass to Arundel at one point. He had to step back. I think we could have been in for a try then. I'm not seeing terribly many positives for England at the moment, no.
Good. Okay, thanks for that. Colin Broomfield.
Yeah, beyond my wildest dreams, I got this totally wrong pre-match. Their old Farrell went with familiarity here. He went for experience. I thought some of the older guys wouldn't be able to live with the pace of playing England at Twickenham, and they've completely made an age out of me. So thanks, lads. Tygburn, Josh van der Fleer, even Forlong, they've been absolutely everywhere. And then of course the big thing is our scrum holding up so well. I think we lost one scrum penalty near the start, but it's just been really solid. We lost one line out towards the end, but our line out has been good, both sides of the ball. But what we're doing in the backs off that platform is absolutely incredible. Crowley's been solid, displaying a good range of passing. Stuart McCluskey has made huge yards and used it well. And then our wingers, what can I say? Like the way they've combined, I'm not sure if Balogun and Tommy O'Brien have played together before. They obviously have in training, but the way they combine together for both of them tries was absolutely mesmerizing. I think we have got the bounce of the ball, like on occasions, to get a 22-0 lead at Twickenham, you have to. We've been a lot more cohesive. We've made very few mistakes. So everything's gone well. England hitting back before half time is an interesting one. I think the game's not over yet,
no. But
that's the best half of rugby we've seen since France 2024 after the World Cup. That's the best we've played in 2 years.
Mm. Excuse me, Gerald Williamson just saying in the comments that Ireland is showing hunger and determination to use the ball. And, were you expecting this first half to be like this with all the drama? At least Ireland deserve the lead. We do indeed. Chris Brownfield.
Yeah, I think Des McCusker might have got it right when he said 35 points for Ireland. He wasn't too far away. But for me, lots of the Irish players putting a hand up for player of the match. I think it's probably going to Jamieson Gibson Park right now. He's absolutely dominating the park as far as I can see it. Obviously, the injuries, both sides. I think that was a really expensive Freddie Stewart yellow card. What was that? Sort of nearly best part of 20 points, I think, when Freddie was off the park or very close to it, maybe 17. I think it's wise that England run the changes with bringing in Marcus Smith there at the end. There's no point waiting at 60-minute mark for something different. It's interesting. The lineouts for both sides have been pretty not great. England's woeful, and we expected or we considered the potential of dominance up front. That isn't happening as a result. The guys are going backwards. George Ford again not having his best days, but Tommy O'Brien took that well. Balakon's try, well, gifted really, and Stu McCluskey has just been really, really strong. And actually, I was really looking for that Ollie Lawrence, Stu McCluskey sort of impact in Ringrose, Roebuck. That centre partnership each way is actually proving a real battle. And Ireland are dominant at the minute. Is it a purple patch due for England? Is this the start of it? Who knows? And obviously with Piardi going off injured, that brought a new ref. So yeah, really exciting half.
Let's just bring the team selections back up again. Conor, when we look at there's quite a lot of replacements been done already. How long do you think that Jeremy Loughman is going to stay on? Because I only saw him do one thing. I know his main job is to push in the scrum. Or something one thing, and that was a shoulder charge on I can't remember which England player. And it's not there for me. It's not adding the consistency I think we need. So if we look at our replacements, who we've still got to come on, where do you think the changes will be made and when?
Firstly, I'd have to compliment Loughman. All I hoped for from him was a solid scrum and not to give away too many penalties, and he's done that. So fair play to him, and it's given us a platform. So I might have been a bit harsh on him pre-match. He's done well. Tom O'Toole will come on for him, though, I'd say around the 55-minute mark, and he'll bring impact in the loose, and we'll need that. We need fresh legs. Beelum will come on for Furlong around the same time, maybe a little bit later, and he'll keep the scrum solid. Timoney is going to bring huge impact as he has the last two matches. He's an aggressive ball carrier, good hands, and burst of speed. And we're going to need these guys because we're playing an all-court, high-tempo game, and our starters, especially some of the older guys, are going to tire. Josh and Tig have done phenomenally well for this half, but can they keep that tempo going for the whole match? I don't think so. So we're going to need our bench, Cian Prendergast. Gibson Park, I hope we can get him to 73, 74 minutes and be 2 scores clear when he goes off, because we're going to need him. His calm head, his decision-making, he just does everything. He's been man of the match so far, I'd agree on that one. Tommy O'Brien is already on, so we don't have much else in the backs apart from Frawley. I think Frawley is there in case there's an injury, because he's not going to want to take Crowley off. So we have impact in the forwards, and we're going to need them. Fresh legs as much as impact.
Cool. Debbie, who's going to really affect the change from your replacements for you, and when? Obviously, Jamie's on already, but
Marcus, both of the backs are on, aren't they? I mean, Marcus Smith from fullback, can he affect that change? Because I'm afraid he's probably stuck there, because I don't think Ford can go anywhere other than 10, can he? I mean, Guy Pepper has the ability, but who do you take off? I don't know. Let's have a look. I mean, Tom Curry's been anonymous, hasn't he? Having mentioned him before the match started, he's been largely anonymous. Don't know, to be honest with you, because I wouldn't take Ben Earl off. Henry Pollock's not done awful much either. I mean, England have not really been there, have they?
Does Sam play at 6 as well, or is he just a primarily an
I
eight.
think he can play at 6. He's more of a Sam is probably one of the very few natural 7s, isn't he? Though.
He's a breakdown specialist, isn't he?
Yes, yeah. But Wise, he's gone to the bench for a reason, hasn't he?
Yeah.
They obviously felt he didn't perform last week. No, I don't. It's hard to say. I mean, I think Van Poorfleet moves the ball a lot quicker. So I think that's going to be to England's benefit. But I don't know what's going to bring them back into it. Really, they've got a way to go, haven't they?
Yeah, definitely. Chris, what do we need to do in the second half in that first 10 to 12 minutes to make sure we don't let England back in?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to say that it's going to be one of those things, Joe. The next score has to be England's if they're going to make a difference. If Ireland come out flying as they have done and nail another 7 to 10 points, because I think from here, Joe, they'll take the points on offer, and I think they need to take back the three as and when. I just think keep doing what they're doing. There just seems to be cohesion. Everyone knows wherever it is. Everyone's trusting each other to make the tackle. You know, they're not ball chasing. They're spreading out. They're not committing too many to the ruck. I think Ireland just need to keep doing exactly what they're doing. And I kind of think that, my 4 points to England, that's been blew completely out of the water. And I think this wasn't on the cards from many people, think. But yeah, I wouldn't change too much.
The thing is, you've got effectively a 2-score game. I think if England score first, I'm just wondering how that really sort of affects us going forward. Because if they get any sort of cohesiveness through, I think we just tied off in that last sort of 5 minutes or so, Con. And we were a little bit ragged, and you could see that try coming.
Listen, they're going to have their purple patch at some stage, minimum. The leadership is so important here now, keeping calm heads, and we're going to have to defend more in this half than we did in the first. But tiny swings in momentum can be huge at this stage, and you just need to stay calm if they score, because the pressure is all on England now to get back in, and they give away a score. It's early in the first half. It's pretty much game over. So let them make the mistakes. Just keep what we're doing. Keep the energy up for as long as possible, and take our chances like we did in the first half. It's not rocket science.
No, it's not. Who's been the standout player for you, Colin, that first off, overall for both sides? Has there been a standout player for England? And certainly, who's been ours?
Ours, Gibson Park, has been world class, backed up by a brilliant performance from all the pack, really. Tyg Byrne and Van der Fleer, I think, stick out for me, but Doris has been huge as well. And for England, there was a couple of times I saw Pollock chase back when the whole team has lost shape, so I'd commend them for that.
The second half about to start. Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to Whitewalkers Live, the Six Nations Sofa Sessions, brought to you by Unstoppable Rugby and our community partners. Okay, just for those people just joining us, Connor's spot on his timings. Debbie's about 8 seconds behind Connor. I'm 32 seconds behind Connor, and Chris has buggered off back into the house to watch it because the signal is strong enough in the SixMas grotto. So that's how we roll here on the watch-alongs. And Connor gives us the regular updates of when we've scored, when we haven't scored, and then I can relive that passion twice. Deb, you're on mute, I think.
Yeah, Connor spoils it for everybody.
There's a beautiful blonde streaker just ran onto the pitch. You're going to love this one, Joe.
Yeah, that's Brownfield. He hasn't got into the house. He's put his
Brownfield broke out of
OnlyFans wig on and it's running across the park. Has he got a leak up his backside? Oh no! Oh, good man. Crazy guys.
Penalty.
Yellow card on the penalty under the post. Oh, look, there's just thing raised. Take 3 points, I think. There's a huddle going on. I suppose.
That's a bit, yeah. That's
Bag's quite animated there, wasn't he?
that.
Who, me?
He said, "What for? He shouldn't do that. What for? He should just go." Sorry.
Yeah.
That's where he's a bit
Okay.
wrong. It's like Curry's it.
Looks like we're going tap and go here.
Go, yeah. What me before? Yeah, it's that little bit of young and petulant still. That how dare you? You
That's
know,
naughty. That is.
you know, it should just be, you know.
Oh, that's a bit naughty, actually.
Oh, Forlan could be in trouble here.
He could be in trouble. That's bad. That's not good.
Did he dive over or something? I'm behind you still.
No, he cleared out on Tom Curry. It looks like he went high.
It doesn't look like he did.
Oh yeah, I've just seen it now. Yeah, he's gone.
He definitely did go
He's
high.
gone. Yeah. Jesus, bent him back.
And actually, his knees. Ow.
Yeah, he's bent him backwards. Yeah, that's right.
On fire.
If you watch Tadhg Furlong he was getting quite animated on a couple of occasions in those last few minutes there, and I'm wondering sometimes, you know, when a player, well, I know when a player is like that, then those sort of instants can occur a lot.
Wow, I think he's got away with one there.
He has got a lot of differently.
I'm just watching Marrow. You know,
Be a sighting that could.
I think so. You know.
Sorry.
Wow. Well.
Dan Sheehan scored. Sorry.
Yay!
You didn't see that coming.
Happy SixMas.
You should run down to your bookies straight away.
Hey, honestly.
Maybe they're behind as well.
Jesus. Good drills. We scored! Yay! Again. Oh, I love it. The comments have stopped coming into the studio. I don't want to refresh in case something goes, so I'm trying to read them on Facebook as well. So all those people who are watching, Chris needs stronger broadband. Simon Gary, good afternoon to you. Bye. Pollock, cheerio. Rugby collision. Not sure that was a rugby collision site.
I think that was a rugby collision, I think.
No, I think Debbie Knight, as ever, is correct. I think it's going to be a sighting afterwards for Tadhg Furlong. And England would be rightly and justifiably angry with that decision. I'm not sure how the ref or the TMO can come to that.
They're not taken long enough to look at it, if they have looked at it at all.
You know, bear in mind, I was 32 seconds behind you when it came on after you described it.
The interesting thing there was that before or after Pollock's infringement?
Before, wasn't it, I think?
Yeah. So in that case, like, it had a huge effect on his yellow card as well.
I sat next to an ex-Irish naval officer who was the sighting officer at the European finals one evening. It was fascinating to watch him working.
Yeah.
I think this sighting commissioner will have something in his little book.
Yeah. I've stopped being, unless unless the TMO is actively over-involved, which I hate, I think in the modern game, I think if you have a sighting officer, you don't need a TMO. I think you allow the referee and the ARs to have the moral courage to make the decision in a fast-paced game as they see it. One team is going to get the rub of the green one game or in one situation, and I think that'll help the game move on a lot better.
Can you imagine the arguments on social media then, though, John?
Oh, jeez.
It's bad enough.
Yeah, well, that's why we don't engage anymore, isn't it? We only have some, we only do some, decent groups like four provinces. There we go. Yeah. Bit of a promo fee there, kiddo. But yeah, it is. But I think the TMO, whilst I understand why the requirement is for it, I'm not for it. I'm really not for it at all. I think it just stifles the game. And I think the ref, because the ref isn't going to say everything because he's at ground level. It's going on so fast. And that's why you've got two ARs. If the three of them between them can't pick it up.
They're not mentioned often enough, actually.
No, they're not. It's almost
on the ref, and there are two more sets of eyes.
It's almost. I don't know why the ARs are there. Sometimes they have no real effect whatsoever. Every single time a ref says have opinion, very few of them ever say, "I saw this. This is what I think you should be doing."
See, they don't bother making the call because there's no pressure on them to do.
No, exactly.
They know it's going to go to the TMO
That's
anyway.
my point. Whereas if the TMO isn't there, could I?
Yeah.
And there's the three of them. Then the three of them to get together and did you say anything? No, I was too far away. Right, this is what I saw. This is what I'm going to do. Right, that's it. Decision made. Move on. There we go. Well, rugby, if you're watching, and Big Bill, just you can take Connor and BJS's opinions at will. Give us a little bit of credit. And for those of you who are watching, we haven't announced it yet, but we've got an exciting two-part series coming this year, which was going to be based around the new Rugby Nations Championship, which replaces this year for the first time the summer and the autumn internationals. There'll be a 4-part series in July, a 4-part series in November, and a 5th show on the 3rd of December, I think it is, to wrap up and see where we think we are northern and southern hemisphere ahead of next year's Rugby World Cup. More to follow on that, but two of those people who will be leading that fine set of series are in the studio today. Here we go. More to follow.
Sure. That's a big announcement there.
There we go.
We're all really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it'd be similar to what we did the Lions Unleashed, which was hugely successul. And I was talking with Tim Stimson yesterday, mate. He said it's his best. And so we'll be having people like that back on again, and people like Catherine Spencer and people like Debbie, and obviously me and you will host it. And like the Lions Unleashed, we'll have an eclectic mix of players, former players, officials, coaches, and ordinary decent fans on. So very much looking forward to that. And that's in the concept mode now.
All right. So, okay. So Freeman's packing down in the scrum. Yeah. So interesting, Freeman in the scrum rather than Lawrence.
Lawrence, yeah.
You take the guy that's further away from the action, don't you, into there?
Yeah. I suppose if the scrum is around the centre.
Yeah. Oh dear, he doesn't look happy, does he, Borthwick?
And I think when you're doing that, you leave your centre player who you think is most effective covering a multitude of roles, which, as we spoke about before, Ollie Lawrence is so gifted. So you're putting Freeman in for a bit of ballast, really, aren't you?
So what's happening with the table? What do we think? What do we think about the next match? Are we doing that as a given, or are we? Because I know a very strange thing to say. I know that Wales lost very heavily, but I didn't think they were awful last week. Actually,
no, I don't think they were awful either. They showed some signs of a bit of structure and some bit of cohesion that we didn't see. Like England against England, they just looked like men against boys and not at the races at all. Scotland should beat them, but if anyone can lose a match like this, it's Scotland. Like who loses to Italy and then hammers England? You know, it's pure Scotland. And they do have they've had a couple of recent wins in Cardiff, but they had a shocking record there for a long time. And if you remember, Wales pushed Ireland close in Cardiff last year. So I expect Scotland to get through, but I wouldn't be putting my life savings on them. Maybe 5-10. What do you think yourself?
Simon, sorry, just on a different tag there. Simon Carey, good afternoon, Simon. I hope you're well. Just saying that I missed up at him himself and the ref and the team I did look at him and said it was a rugby collision. Yeah, get it. I still think it was going to be a citing offence. Sorry, comment to you.
No, it's just interested to hear your guys' opinion on Wales and Scotland.
I think Wales are going to win.
Really?
I saw things about Wales last week that I thought. I saw things with Wales last week that I didn't expect to see, despite the scoreline. And I'm thinking if they, hold that together, because Scotland they're intermittent at best. And it interests me what you were saying before about Finn. So I'll be looking at him when he comes out of the tunnel today and see what demeanour is on his face, because I think that will give me an idea of which way the game's going to go from his perspective, certainly. But I think Wales, I think it could be an upset there today. I think it could be a weekend of upsets. If we hold on to this, Wales win, and then Italy beat France. There you go. That would be great. We better get down to the bookies, mate.
Van der Merwe's back in the Scottish team, which is interesting.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Interesting in bringing him back in. So.
And Darcy Graham on the bench.
I appreciate that, Joe. But I just think they're still very short on quality.
Yeah, they are, mate. Yeah, we know that in all seriousness.
Yeah, it's good. Like I've never seen.
I think I don't think anybody realised just how much the ongoing scenario at with the four region thing and this YP11 or whatever they are, the Ospreys owners, Cardiff owners, taking over Ospreys and how. I just think it's in total disarray, and it's been like that for a while. And I think it's now really starting to show, the last 3 seasons, the effect that's having. The whole of the game in Wales has just got to be revamped. And I don't think a revamping is, by the end of the 27 season, with Y211 or YK11, whatever the company is called, being allowed to take the Ospreys and Cardiff, and then it'll merge, and there'll be 3. I think this is just going to go on for Wales for. We just said to the end of 27, that's going to happen. Where does it stop? How do you rebuild grassroots rugby from the bottom up when everything from the top down is just not working at all?
Mm-hmm.
Clearly affecting the national team.
So Pep has just come on.
I don't know much about him, Debs. Tell us about him.
No, he's a Tigers player. So I don't know all that much about him either, if I'm honest. I've not really seen him play live. But I think he's made an impression for England, hasn't he, when he's been on? So England's next match is in Rome. Italy.
Yeah, you're away, yeah.
Italy have never beaten England. What do we think?
Don't ask me to make predictions.
I've got to say the way you played last week and the way you're playing today overall, and the way Italy are playing, you've got to say it's Italy's. It's Italy's to lose if they do what they do and how they do it best. I have to say, because I really expected after the autumn internationals, you were the top form team for me. England really was. I thought there's some real, depth here. There's some real quality. You know,
that
the
was
team played well.
Sorry, that was
But-
massive on Lawrence there. Wow. Sorry.
But it hasn't really transposed itself, has
No.
it?
I'm going to speak now as a rugby fan.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
would love for Italy to win. I think that would be amazing. They've never beaten England, have they? I'd love it.
No.
I pretty much support Italy against everybody.
Yeah, you just love to see them really compete for a championship.
Yeah. I was a massive Parise fan. I just
Same.
was sad for him that I saw him win the top 14 with
Look at
I think it was. I saw him lift the trophy for them, which was amazing. Yes.
see again. Look at that width, that wide. You know, just
Could be a big moment now. It's a yellow card for Ireland as well.
He likes his yellow cards, this guy, doesn't he?
well, he's warned them. You know, if persistent infringements, then you can't. Ollie in. This game ain't over yet.
No,
It ain't over until
long way to go.
Yeah.
They check whether that was a forward pass to
So
Lawrence or not. And Catherine's pleased.
Who's that beside Catherine?
That's Finn, plays for Quinn's prop.
Baxter.
Yeah,
Oh, Finn Baxter, yeah.
Baxter, yeah.
bless him. Little baby face sitting next to
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jamie Osborne.
Right, so he's off.
So critical next 10 minutes.
Ooh,
Yeah.
he's taking a toe J off.
I don't know how fit Mauro is, to be honest.
He's been through a lot, hasn't he? His mum dying
He
and all.
has, really. Yeah, he has.
Ollie Cheston's been very quiet, hasn't he? Right.
So who's on? Who's come on?
Alex Coles is on for a
Oh.
toe J. Frawley is on there now.
Oh, actually, Guy Pepper.
Mm.
He plays for Bath, I think.
Frawley on for Ringrose.
Checked that earlier. Pepper's a Bath player. Yeah, Bath, Guy Pepper.
Right.
I was traumatised by their match at our place, so I didn't really much notice him.
Yeah, we got to show some
Big 10 minutes there now.
game management in this 10 minutes now.
I presume that Jamie's captain now.
Yeah, I would imagine so. He's vice captain anyway, isn't he? So,
Yeah, Ellis Genges as well, bizarrely, but
oh, really? You got two vice captains? Okay.
yes, I think.
Both in the front row.
Oh my goodness!
Okay.
I think I might have let that run a bit, ref.
2 knock-ons, I think.
Oh, how tall is Balakoon? He looks very tall.
Yeah, he's 6'3", 6'4". He is very tall for a winger.
I've got an advert for Virgin Atlantic. Going off.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
What are you watching on? Is that ITV or BBC? Well, it can't be BBC.
ITV.
ITV, isn't it? Yeah, so BBC don't have adverts. Same as RTE.
But they have two screens side by side.
All right, so you're seeing the play, but you're seeing
Yeah.
all right, I see. Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Thank you.
And it was again while the scrum's being set up. Like you don't miss anything.
Right point to bring Callagher on now as well. I think he's got quite a bit of bite around the park, and
He's a stronger scrummager than Sheehan.
yeah, I think so.
And he's good in the tighter areas, like carrying the ball and just getting you over that gain line, whereas Sheehan is better out wide. His darts aren't
The best.
the best, no. So
We're not even at 60 minutes yet, and we've got most of the substitutes on.
Yeah.
it's been that sort of a game, hasn't it?
It has, yeah.
Tag Furlong has completed 10 tackles at 100% completion rate.
For Van der Fleer and Kaylin Doris.
13 each.
Yeah. So have we got the same coverage?
Yeah, we get the same we get the same feed. Like,
Have you got different commentators? Have you got Nick Mullins?
yeah, we've Irish commentators.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Who have you got?
I'm not sure because the volume's down. I just
Oh,
who is it, Joe?
Oh, see.
I know. We had Zebo and Heaslip half time.
oh, two. So Jamie Heaslip's one of my favourite Irish players. So good.
I don't know. Can't tell. Certainly, Jimmy Heaslip's in the. I don't know who the.
That was an interesting decision from there to take a tap penalty.
Yeah, it was a free kick, so they just ran it.
Yeah, just ran it.
Now they have a penalty coming now, so they'll probably take the 3 points.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Stretch that lead a bit more.
You'd want to when you got to play it off, wouldn't you? You got to take the.
Yeah, kill the clock, mate.
Do either of you watch any rugby league? Did you ever see Andy Farrell play?
Oh yeah, I watched a lot around that great Wigan team, like around the mid 90s. Sean Edwards,
Yeah.
Farrell, Jason Robinson, Gary Connolly. They were fantastic to watch, and it was before rugby had really taken off professionally here, so they were the most exciting team to watch in either code at the time.
I can remember one Good Friday watching Paul Sculthorpe and Andy Farrell have a punch up at St Helens. I think they put it. It was a Good Friday match, an inevitable punch up. I think.
Shake hands, lads, and get on with it.
Yeah.
Nothing good about it. Nothing good on a Friday about it.
Let's not make a big deal of it. We're all friends.
At that time, he was the best rugby league player in this country. He was amazing.
He was. Wasn't he captain of his club at 19 or something? Something crazy like that. He had a son and he was captain of his team by the time he was 19.
He had to Owen at 16, I think.
Yeah. He did.
Yeah.
Is that Tyke Byrne is really making an age out of me now, It's rolling back the years.
A team that deserves
very few play. Look at him screaming. There's very few players of Tyke's ilk, is there, who can do what he did.
Yeah,
he does, and it's fab for any rugby player when they've been through a bit of a down period when it hasn't been the best, to come back and see them just do what they do at the top end, regardless of the country he's from.
Bad decision making there by Ford again. He should have passed that. He's going to get held up, isn't he?
So Ford can't really play anywhere else, though, Debs, can he?
No. So that's
he's just an out and out. Whereas Marcus can play fullback and 10.
Yeah, and on the wing.
And on the wing as well, yeah.
He could probably do a job at scrum half as well if you needed him to.
Yeah.
Well, that's an England balance.
He makes a very good scrum half, Marcus.
Good passer. Fast.
Mate, in the next life, mate, me and you, Con, that's what we should be doing, mate. Scrum half and out.
Scrum half. Yeah. You're the only person I know that could sidestep.
Yeah.
and vice versa.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. We need to come in. We need to we need to come out of retirement, mate, for 40 minutes together one day.
At least
although that photograph, I should take out that photograph of myself and Jerry Sweeney, the great Jerry Sweeney at Navan Rugby.
Oh yeah.
The Christmas dinner we went to for absolutely every time we go to that, big shout out to Navan Rugby Club, because every time we go there, they're a fantastic community club, and here in Ireland, Navan Rugby Club, and they just know how to everything about rugby, how they've developed it. So the women's team is growing. They've got not the Blue Knights, they've got the mixed ability team, Blue Dragons, and the men's age grade teams as well. It's just phenomenal. And there was a photograph there, Christmas. We hadn't seen Jerry for a while, and Jerry used to be on the Leinster Land show with Connor. And to tell you how big all of us have gotten, I was playing scrum half with Jerry and Connor. So funny. Brilliant photo.
Yeah. Yes, Nigel Owens was the guest of honour at that.
Oh, wasn't he a gentleman?
Yeah.
And all put together by the great Gerald Williamson from AIL Rugby and Club Rugby Group. Just
guy, Gerald.
It was just a brilliant day out. Nigel was on great form. Everyone was on great form. The place was mobbed. It was packed, wasn't it?
Yeah, because
we hadn't seen Jerry for a while. Obviously, been through cancer and things. It was just fab, and it's everything about club rugby. I think it is, I think Navan upholds, as a fine example to what every club should aspire to, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, they're fantastic. They're very inclusive club.
Unbelievable.
Their women's rugby has gone from strength to strength with two
teams now, I think, haven't they?
3 teams, yeah.
I think so, yeah. Like I said, Blue Dragons, stability. In fact, Jerry coaches them, doesn't he? So there we go. A shout out for club rugby. Oh,
Jamie Osborne's back on. So we got 18 points, 17 minutes.
So they need 3 converted tries, really, don't they?
Yep.
Oh, 2 converted, don't they?
Yeah. 3 tries, 2 converted.
Yeah.
Good defensive work by Balakoon, by the way. And that
on that tackle, I got over that. Brilliant. See, for he I know Chris was saying at half time there on the recap how well Gibbo Parker's done, but I think Balakoon has been everywhere.
He's been phenomenal.
For me, he is player of the match at the moment.
He's been impressive.
Second week in a row, that would be as well.
Could be. I think he'll be on the short list. The moment
Tyke Burner's up there. I mean, he's doing everything as well, isn't he? And I think you need to look at, there's so much about the likes of Tyke Burn that we don't see on those. He does all that unsung work.
It's just his decision making in them spots as well. When to go for the ball and when to just leave it. That's Balakoon up there again. Yeah, I think he'd be close for man of the match at this stage. All right.
So himself, Tyke Burn, or Gibbo would be.
Yeah, I think the way they do it now is the analyst picks a short list of 4, and then the public decides from that 4. Is that how they do it?
I don't
know. That's how it worked the last couple of weeks. I think we got a short list up on the screen.
Yeah.
And then they picked one from that quartet.
Yeah.
Now, Ireland penalty. Should be 21 points after this.
So again, there's Tygan again. They're feeling off. It's just superb. Superb.
14:35.
So Friday, March the 6th for us against Wales, isn't it, mate?
Yeah, evening kickoff 8 to 8:10, which I'm
Yeah.
not a big fan of. I think I'm a traditionalist when it comes to the Six Nations, so I could just play the matches on Saturday.
Yeah.
Let's put the under 20s on a Friday.
Yeah.
Everyone got together, have a couple of pints, and recover on a Sunday and go home. You know.
Right, go on.
Gibson Park, that's phenomenal. Okay.
Penalty again.
It's incredible. That's Tyg Byrne putting in there again, yeah. My career as a pundit as well and truly, Byrne.
Yeah.
I've never been so happy to be so completely wrong, though.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris Brownfield just saying in the comments there, Robert Balakoon may have nudged JGP off man of the match. He's turned the attack. I think actually it's probably between Balakoon, but again this last 10 minutes, especially 12 minutes when we had the red card, yellow card, and everything. I think Tyg Byrne really is.
I find it hard to pick from the three of them. I usually lean towards forwards and things like this because,
of course,
they decide. But the fact them tries in the first half, like they were so well worked, and gave us this platform that we could take our penalties or, play the controlled rugby we have in the second half. Wouldn't have been possible without them.
Davey Toppin there just in 62%. I didn't see that up on my screen. 62% Irish territory.
That's incredible away from home.
It is. Especially how we've been playing.
So much for home advantage, eh?
This is the best I've seen us as a cohesive team in a while. It's
possibly since the New Zealand tour.
Do you know what? JGP there. Now I'm a few seconds behind you. Just having a little snipe towards the line. He's got his earpiece in. He's got fan thing in his ear, and he's listening to Connor and Big Joe saying that actually he's been edged out by Balakoon and Tyg Byrne. So he's like,
"Oh, wow!"
Tell us, let's go to try. Yes.
Ireland. It was an Ireland try, by the way.
Well, I gathered. I didn't think you were feeling sorry for England, mate.
Oh my God!
Wow, my goodness, this is chastening for England.
Oh, superb!
That's very well done.
That was very well taken. Yeah. Well, that's it now. I'd say we're home and dry, pretty much.
Yep.
Very, very solid performance all round.
Very.
I think they probably all looked at each other this week and said, in training, it was like, lads, we keep on doing what we're doing, but we just need it to come together. And everybody, I think, was up for the fight today. You could see that in that first sort of 15, 20 minutes. A very solid, assured display for me so far, the 60 minutes.
Very good.
70 minutes.
It's hard to criticize anything they've done. It's just they played exceptionally well, and everything has gone their way too.
Sorry, Davey Thomas just put correction there. Ireland 39% territory. Tackles made, Ireland 97, England 143.
Wow.
Yeah. Chris Brownfield, are you watching? Oh my God, Des McCusker was right, Joe Biden Bay. No, he said it was 35 points win to England, mate. You read it wrong.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
He got the points right. He just got the wrong team. Lads, you had one job to do. You had two choices, and you got it wrong. So there we go. But so did we.
That's crooked. Anyway, let that one go. Yeah, Gibson Park just taken off in 71 minutes.
Yeah. Which is what you said, wasn't it? Bringing Casey on once we were.
Yeah, it said 73 minutes.
73 minutes.
Yeah, Casey didn't really take his chance last week, so
no. You'll get the four. You'll get the four nominations before I will.
Brilliant.
Who are you going to put in as the fourth then? Oh, okay. Holding on. You can't hold the ball like that, Marcus, for goodness sake.
Marcus, your great hands are spoken. Get a grip.
McCluskey's
in your legs when she sees you.
McCluskey's had a huge game as well.
He has, mate. He has.
Yes, he has, yeah.
There's your four then, eh?
There we go.
Bangor Bulldozer, Balakoon, both Ulster, obviously, Tyburn, and JGP.
Yeah.
I'd say some of those.
I think that's fair. Maybe Doris will come into it. He's had a big game as well.
Doris has been pretty fine as well.
You just kind of take it for granted with Doris.
Gibson Park, 12 carries, 44 metres made, 8 tackles.
Yeah, it's just
game management.
It's just the quality of his interventions as well. Like the Byrne, Gibson Park, Crowley.
What?
Crowley.
Oh, right, you're ahead of me.
No,
and Balakoon's not on the short list at all.
What?
Crowley's on there, not Balakoon.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
So you've got JGP, Crowley, Byrne, Gibson Park. Yeah, I'm just coming up now. McCluskey and Crowley. Wow. Okay. I know Simon.
Oh, that's brilliant defence.
Thanks for spoiling the moment. Thanks for spoiling the hope before it happened.
Sorry, Debbie. Sorry.
Yeah, Simon Curry had put up that he thought that McCluskey was player of the match for himself.
McCluskey is 34, 35. Yeah. To do that in the 74th minute.
He's been very impressive.
England, 19 turnovers.
Look at Andy Farrell, love it.
England, 19 turnovers, conceded Ireland 6. Yeah, Chris Brownfield, Robert Balakoon, not even on the shortlist. Yeah, I that does surprise me.
Mm-hmm.
That really surprised me. Crowley shouldn't be on there at all, in my opinion. But
no, he's been good. I wouldn't have him on the
shortlist for player of the match. Though, no. When you look at not when you look at McCluskey, Balakoon, JGP, and Byrne have done.
I'd say the thinking there is a lot of people are looking at the difference in performances since he replaced Sam and putting a lot of that down to him.
Yeah, to the game management at the time.
Yeah, it's just giving the players around them the confidence, which they clearly didn't have with Sam. Still though, I would have gone with Balakoon.
Yeah.
Well, it's something for Ulster compadres to come out about tonight.
Yeah, well, the pundits in the comments, all Ulster fans, I might add, are going for the Bangor Bulldozer, Big Stew, as player of the match. And I think even his last few minutes has been hard to take away.
Prendergast that's come on, is he related to Sam?
Yes, big brother.
Right.
Cian, yeah.
That's impressive.
Captain for Connacht.
Right.
Good player.
What's Marcus Smith doing in there?
Oh, it's try down. I didn't think he touched it. Underhill scored the try.
Yeah. Too little.
Yeah, it's like when you.
Well, a win against Wales as well in the six means the Triple Crown's still on, doesn't it?
Yep. It'll probably be Ireland and Scotland playing for the Triple Crown.
Yep.
The same when we both beat Wales.
Yeah. Sam Underhill, 49 carries, 6 tackles.
Look at his neck, Underhill.
I know.
It's like a bull.
It's just a shame he's not played for England more, actually, Sam Underhill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always liked him. He's an
He
absolute madness.
He had. Does he have concussion injuries or?
Serious cauliflower ears on him as well.
Oh.
You know he almost a real rugby player when you see that.
Yeah.
There's no question.
Xavier Roux in France. Xavier, good man yourself. A great day for Ireland. Simon Curry, Bundy Basher, Big Stew. I waited to see that one on. Desmond Custer, well done. Ulster. Sorry, Ireland, I'm getting drunk. Really, Desmond? Good lad, mate. Good lad.
Well, that was well taken. But Ireland got the ball.
I think England push now to try and get at least 1 point out of this.
Yeah, but there's still a chance of a bonus point.
Exactly.
Could make a difference. Could make a difference to placings at the end of the tournament.
Absolutely, absolutely. We just need to sort of manage this out now and.
Gibson Park man of the match.
Yeah. I think if you look at an overall game management perspective, that's probably fair.
David Blackman's just said it was an easy decision today. I don't agree with that.
No. I think that I'll tell you one thing, Big Stew has played himself into the centre as a permanent setting. Balakoon's played himself into the wing as a permanent setting for me. And it's theirs to lose now. It's who you have in the centre with it's who you have in the centre with
there's Stewie going again.
He's very strong.
One against Wales, whether they'll bring Jude Postlethwaite in, mate.
Yeah, I think he might be given a chance now against Wales.
Yeah.
Maybe at 23 if we're going with a three-man bench. I don't think you need Frawley on the bench. So I hope, and Farrell has shown before he likes the centre on the bench.
Yeah.
Because it's an attritional position, and you've guys like Wasburn and Ringrose that can shift to the wing if needs be.
Yeah. Yeah, he's had some game, Big Stew, hasn't he? Some game.
Yeah, he's been brilliant.
Really, really good.
Very impressive. For actually such a big man, he can move for such a big man too.
He sure can. He's got that explosive power, and he's not a young guy either. He's 34, I think.
We'll get the Rugby World Cup out of him for sure for injury permitting.
Yeah,
it would be great, mate. You know.
Getting the likes of him and Tyg Byrne to the World Cup.
Yeah.
We always seem to be in a position where we're hanging on to guys in their mid-30s coming up to a World Cup and just trying to get them.
That was a point I was going to ask you, actually. So does this mean that there are players that you wouldn't have liked to have seen kept that will then be kept?
Good question, Debbie.
From what you said at the beginning.
Yeah. It's like Tyg Byrne is putting a performance today, and it doesn't change anything that's happened in the last 6-8 months. I think it's still going to be a tough one to get him to the World Cup and keep that form consistent, because you can pull out a performance like Zinedine Zidane did in the 2006 World Cup against Brazil, or something like that, but doing it consistently is a different matter. So today has been great. We'll celebrate it, and we'll celebrate Tyg Byrne as a national treasure. But the World Cup is a long time away, and if we are to get him there, I think we need to manage his game time a lot better.
Yeah, it will be very because we've got Nations Cup 1 in July, Nations Cup 2 in November, then we've got another Six Nations next year, and then that's it, isn't it?
Yeah. That's it. You're into the
build up
then.
Warm up games then.
That's it. Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Ireland. That was
Thanks, Debbie.
very
we weren't expecting that. I wasn't.
no, very impressive.
Did you predict Ireland to win, Joe?
Nope.
No, I just did.
England were poor.
One of them days, Debbie. Everything goes wrong, and
Last week was those days as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah. What the hell has gone wrong? Like you were so strong in the autumn. It looks very cohesive against Wales.
Connor, the wheels fell off the chariot. That's what went wrong.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Man of the match, Jameson Gibson Park. Many think it should have been really Stu McCluskey, the big Stu, the banger bulldozer. Yeah, the Ulster boys certainly made a massive impression again today, and quite rightly too. I think Big Stu would be unlucky not to get that, and it's not to take anything away from Jameson, but Big Stu was really on fire, as was Robert Balakoon for me today. It's the Ulster boys making all the noise. Stand up for the Ulster men. Chris Brownfield, give us your initial thoughts.
Oh, yeah. To be fair, absolute dominance by Ireland across the park, across 80 minutes. England just never got going. Not entirely sure why. Certainly wasn't our prediction at the start of the game. Big moments there. Ulster boys did definitely stand up. Definitely starting to, as I said, the Alison McCluskey on our post just now. That shirt starting to look very, very good fit on Big Stu. And I can't see Bundy being able to tear it off his back anytime soon. Balakoon is making that winger shirt his own at the minute. Really comfortable in both attack and defence in that shirt. And Gibson Park, yeah, as a game maker, you've got to say, certainly in the first 40 minutes, and probably up until he went off, really, yeah, probably did overall deserve it. But yeah, Tyg Byrne, really, really strong again. Yeah, and it's hard to find anybody in England packing to think, would you say, made a difference. Marcus Smith, I think, when he came on, was probably the playmaker for England, if I had to choose someone. Yeah, that's it for me.
Joe Stevenson there saying, I thought when England lost to Scotland last game, that Ireland had a big chance today, but didn't see the outcome so convincing. Indeed, they topping England were even poorer today than against Scotland. And Nigel Quigley, the Night King, says, Chris, remind me never to take your betting tips. There we go. Debbie Knight, thoughts on the game overall, and then thoughts on where, anything you can possibly potentially take away from England. What would Stevie Borthwick be thinking tonight?
I think, what would he be thinking? I don't know, because what changes can he make now? He's very stubborn, Steve Borthwick, in his choices. He's very stubborn in their game plan. I think Ireland were far and away the better team today in every single facet of the game. I don't know where England go from here. They go to Rome. I wouldn't guarantee a win for England there this year.
Was there any individual players that did stand out for you in the game overall?
No, I really don't think there was. No.
Con, overall thoughts?
Overall thoughts. That's the best I've seen Ireland play since the tour to New Zealand. Probably since the third test in New Zealand 3 years ago. Incredible, intense cohesion, accuracy, execution, decision making across the board. 1 to 23, we were excellent. The older players who I thought might struggle in a match of this intensity, to a man, proved me wrong, which I was delighted with. The way Balakoon and Tommy O'Brien linked up for them tries was really took me by surprise. As I said, I'm not sure they played together before, but they just seemed to have a natural telepathy there. Stuart McCluskey, 34 years old, not only to be able to make them yards, but tracking back in the 73rd minute of a match to stop an England try against a guy 10 years younger than him. At that stage of a match, when there was nothing really riding on it, was pretty inspirational. Gibson Park continues to impress as he gets older, and he probably just edged it from McCluskey today, and Tyg Byrne just because he's a genius, and who would have saw it coming? I think he only made his debut at 28 or 29. So yeah, I'm over the moon as an Irish supporter for 41 years. It's as good as it gets to thump England at Twickenham. So yeah, onwards and upwards. And it's been mentioned for Andy Farrell as well. Like he's he's got a lot of bit of flack over recently, and there's been a lot of doom and gloom around, but clearly he knows what he's doing, and he's to get a performance like that from everyone, the old and the young players, just shows what a special guy he is, to have that connection, to be able to do that, because so much work goes into a performance like that behind the scenes, and to connect with the players and get a cohesive performance like that out of them just is a measure of the man. So thanks, Andy.
Yeah, absolutely. Chris, before I come to you, just Dave Topham, thanks for the stats there. Final stats are in possession: England 52, Ireland 42, territory England 61. Ireland possession 48, England 52, territory England 61, Ireland 39% territory, and still that result came in as it did. So phenomenal bit of play there overall. Chris Brownfield.
Yep. First of all, huge thank you to everyone that commented on the show today. And a big thanks to Debbie and James and Mark and Catherine, who contributed on the show. Absolutely fab, made the show great. And yeah, big hands up to the Irish lads for standing up to that away from home and putting on a great performance.
Absolutely. Coming up, just as we finish off today's show, coming up on Friday the 6th of March, evening kickoff where Ireland are home to Wales, and we'll have a unnamed as yet Welsh supporter on. We'll have our usual Ireland fan base in Thurnes, and myself and Chris will be on hosting episode 4 of Whitewalkers live, the Six Nations Sofa Sessions. Looking ahead as well, if we may, don't forget, go to Sufdom on Tour, the Facebook group, where you can find out everything to do with the official Ulster Rugby fan zones run by the great Simon Curry, who's our community partner with the Ulster Rugby Roundup show, Whitewalkers Chat and Crack this year, moving forward. And they will be at the West House on the 28th of February for the game against Ospreys. So go to Softum on Tour, the Facebook page. We share everything on our page as well as a community joint venture partner with Simon and his team. And they are superb. The work that goes in behind these. And if you're down in that neck of the woods and you don't support Ospreys or Ulster, but you want to get a bit of crack around some great rugby family, head over to the West House. There, all the details are on the site. There's competitions, there's drink, there's food, there's crack, and it's an amazing environment to be at. The official Ulster Rugby fan zones run by Simon Kerry and Softum on Tour. There we go. Final thought, Chris Brownfield, moving forward.
Yep, I can't see past France now in terms of getting the Grand Slam. Looks like Ireland are in a really strong position for going up to second place. And Wales are living the dream, and the wooden spoon is definitely theirs for the winning.
There we go. We'll see. Big game coming up against Scotland, so we'll see who goes to that. Conor Brewfield, give us a final thought.
Ecstatic. Onwards. Maybe this is the start of something special for Andy Farrell's rebuilt side, and lost for words a bit. So looking forward to the next one.
Good game. Debbie Knight finishes.
I'm lost for words too, but not in a good way. Hard to see where England go from here. Looking forward to a French Grand Slam with style.
Absolutely. Great show again today. Thank you to my co-host Chris Brownfield in Wales in the SixMas Grotto, to Conor Broomfield and to Debbie Knight, and for our guests who took the time to Mark, to Catherine, to James, and to Kigo for putting their thoughts in. We'll have some more of those thoughts. If you want to contribute to the show and give us your thoughts as a fan, whether you're a former player, coach, official, or just a fan, then contact the team at Whitewalkers. And we'll be or contact myself or Chris or any of the team, Nigel and Dave Toppin, and we will arrange to get a short video done for you. We'll put you in the studio, do a pre-record, or you can come on the show. So until Friday, the 6th of March, when it is Ireland versus Wales, don't forget, 20th of February there in Ospreys for the Ulster Rugby Fan Zone with Simon. Softum on Tour is their group. I've been Big Joe Shep, Chris Brownfield, Conor Broomfield. And I was going to try and find that message that
March
that put up before, because I think that's I don't know how far up it is now. I don't know whether I can actually find it now. There we go. to finish off with, there we go, from Debbie Do, Conor Brew, Chris DeB, and Joe Shep 2. That's from the Night King. That's from Nigel Quigley. Poetry. Who'd have thought it from the old man himself, Night King. Until Friday the 6th, don't forget, this has been brought to you by Whitewalkers. Chat and crack the Ulster Rugby Roundup Show. Follow and like us on our Facebook page. And it's brought to you, powered by OneStream Live, the studio. Our community joint venture partner is Softum on Tour, the fan zones, and done in conjunction and supported strongly by Unstoppable Rugby. Until Friday the 6th, guys. We'll see you soon. Take care.
Bye.